The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's football starts now.
Welcome to Oldham County High School, Belfield at Chris Lander Stadium, and we'll bring you the action tonight of a very important high school district football game in the Louisville areas. Oldham County, the Colonels host the Cardinals from George Rogers Clark in a district matchup. This matchup tonight will determine who wins third place in the 4-team 6A Class District 8 standings. If that makes sense. Let me try that again. Maybe it'll make more sense if I state it a different way. Whoever wins tonight will be the third place team in District 8 of Class 6A, and they'll play the number 2 seed, the second place team, which will be determined tonight down in Central Kentucky as Richmond, Madison Central, takes on Bryan Station from Lexington. So there's a lot happening in District 8 or District 6A. Let me try that again. Class 6A District 8 high school football tonight. As I trip over my tongue, I bring in my color analyst. My name is Jim Tyree. Colby Martin, good to talk to you again, my friend.
Absolutely, Jim. It's a fall night finally.
Absolutely. It's very cool. Cloudy in the area, so the temperature will be around mid-50s when we get off the kickoff of this matchup here in about a half an hour, and it should be interesting between these two teams. Neither one have been able to stop the run this season. We'll see who's more successful at it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and both teams coming in a little rocky the last couple weeks. Oldham County obviously started out 6-0, or 6-0 rather, and now 2 straight losses. Maybe they're trying to bounce back at that third place spot. It's going to be a great game. Absolutely. We'll have all the action for you. Our pregame coverage has started. That means we're going to talk to both coaches here in the next half hour, get their thoughts about tonight's game. We'll run over some other things to get you set for this football game tonight. But what you need to know is that third place in District 8 of Class 6A is on the line here tonight in LaGrange, actually the suburb of LaGrange, Buckner, Kentucky. And we'll have all the action for you coming up in just a little bit. Stay with us. You're listening and watching the high school game of the week on Glycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
Glycod Game of the Week, it's GRC in Oldham County to take on the Colonels. With me now is the Cardinals head coach, Joe Chirico. Coach, you made the transition to a new place this year. What's been the most difficult part about the transition?
Just getting everybody to know how I talk, what I say, and how I do things. But they're transitioning well. Kids are resilient and they want to play hard and practice hard and do all those things. So it's been tough but fun at the same time.
Your team has suffered a tremendous amount of injuries this year, and I know no coach ever uses that as an excuse, right, but your numbers are thin.
Right. Yeah, but every team goes through injuries, and it's part of the game of football we play. It's a gladiator sport, and we run into people fast and hard, and things happen, and we can't cry over that. We got to just go coach and play as hard as we can and do the best we can.
Your team this year, you've started a lot of freshmen. They're getting experience.
Yes.
So that becomes valuable late in the season. They're not freshmen really anymore.
Right. After that 6th, 7th game, the freshmen are sophomores. They played a bunch and but I'm proud of my guys. I tell them every week how proud I am and that they play hard, practice hard.
This game means third place in the district. It means you'll get you would get the second place team in the district. How important is that to start against the second place team instead of the first place team?
Well, they're all so good in our district. I don't know that you can pick a lesser of the evils, but we want to come and play hard, and whatever happens, happens. And whoever we play, we play. It is what it is. But we're just excited. It's post-COVID or whatever you want to say. We get to play, and I really have who I want to play, where we want to play. It all's the same. You got to play them all and all that.
Last thing, you're playing for number 7, Sam Young. He's a very good quarterback.
God, good. This is a nightmare for us, and he's so good. He runs so well. He throws the ball well. We don't have an answer for him, and I don't know that we can contain him at all. And it's a challenge, but
do what you can.
That's right. Do the best we can.
Coach, thanks. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pre-game coverage continues in just a few moments on Glycod.com. Come back with us.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Glycod.com pregame coverage. Oldham County hosting GRC. It's for third place in District 8 of Class 6A. Tayshawn McBroom joins me here for his coach's interview before the game. Coach, how tough is this district? Oh my gosh.
Hey, we always knew this part of the season would be the real season. So we had the first rough 2 weeks, but we're looking to get back on track tonight against a competitive team, even though the record don't show it, but they've been in a lot of games, just came up short.
They're well coached,
yes.
Good defensively. Bryan Station, playing for first place in the district tonight, held only 9 points. What did you see about this team on film that made them so good defensively?
I thought, like you said, I thought they was sound. I thought they was coached well. They didn't make a lot of mistakes. It seemed like it's a team that pays attention to the details. Hell, they almost beat Bryan Station. Other than the last second field goal, they win the game.
Right.
So I think it just took a lot out of them going into Madison. They let one turn into two just like we did, because we had Madison down and beat, and then we just kind of let go of that late in that third, top of the fourth quarter. So we let one turn into two.
How healthy are you at this point in the season?
I'm a little banged up right now with some of my marquee guys for our skill positions. Defensively, we're pretty healthy, but offense, we done took a step back. But I look to get those guys ready in the next 2 weeks.
In time for the playoffs.
Correct.
When it matters.
Correct.
Sam Young, what a luxury it is to have that guy at quarterback. Tell me what he means to this team.
Just as a freshman, man, we knew coming in that he was a tremendous athlete as he started corner for us as a freshman. And then sophomore to now, his progression and growth and development as a quarterback has been really the biggest thing. I thought early on the year he was doing a hell of a job protecting the football. We kind of turned it over in the last 2 weeks, which I think is a big part of our losses. But I look for him to get back on track tonight, man. He's a senior leader, very coachable kid, takes constructive criticism well, and I expect him to have a good night tonight.
A week ago, Madison Central ran for over 300 yards on this GRC team.
Yes.
I know you don't want to tip your hand, but I'm going to say Oldham County may run the football a little bit tonight.
I mean, just a little bit. and I wouldn't be surprised if they run it on us, because we haven't been great at stopping the run too the last 2 weeks. So
Gotcha.
I think it's going to be a battle of time of possession and who can slow down the run the best.
What does it mean to win this game and get that third place spot and be able to play the second place team, even though you got to go on the road?
I just think it means a lot, man. Just finishing these next 2 weeks strong. We got Bullet East coming in here next week, which is pretty hot right now. So our last 2 games it would be good competition.
Get you ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's Alabama right now.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Tayshawn McBroom, and we'll continue with the pregame show in just a moment. Get ready for kickoff. Oldham County, GRC on Glycod.com.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to StinnettPlumbing.com.
Welcome into high school coverage of tonight's game between Oldham County and GRC. It's the Class 6A District 8 matchup, which will determine third place tonight. Even though there's still a regular season game left after this one, the seeds will pretty much be determined as all of those teams in District 8 will play outside of the district in their last regular season game. Jim Tyree, Colby Martin, as we're getting set here for kickoff a few moments away. Right now, time for the keys to the game. Brought to you by Robert Lane for Sheriff, committed to community. All right, Colby, hit me with the keys to the game. Let's start with the GRC Cardinals who visit from Winchester, Kentucky.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for their offensive side for GRC, they want to maintain possession of the ball. They've turned the ball over a lot this season, manage the game, kind of control it. They've got a really good defense that, as much as they've turned it over, they've got the ball right away. The takeaways are right there with it. So really control the game, play, keep Sam Young off the field, do everything you can to control him and make sure he's not dominating. I think you're going to be right in. Really good defense and just run the ball outside. I think they'll do well.
I think the turnovers for GRC this season are a product of having to start so many young players. They make those freshman mistakes. They're growing up while they play on the field.
Absolutely. And when you're a freshman or even a sophomore, if you don't have a lot of game time on the field,
right,
you find yourself making very simple mistakes, things that, a read on a quick little slant, you end up throwing the ball behind the receiver or way out in front of the receiver. One of the two things that just really causes the ball to turn it over. Manage the ball, don't turn it over.
All right, let's go to the Colonels. Key to the game for them tonight, I think it's two words. It's Sam Young, isn't it?
Absolutely, and I got a chance to watch him earlier this season at South Oldham. He was all over the place. He throws a really good ball. The only thing I think that maybe they need to worry about is protecting him. Make sure he doesn't wear himself out. Don't do too much on the field because as you saw the last game that they played, he was kind of tired in that third, fourth quarter, and it really started to show he made some mistakes that he typically doesn't do.
All right, that's the keys to the game tonight for these two teams. We'll take a break, come back. When we do come back, we'll talk about some storylines, and I'll give you the starting lineups. That's next. You are watching the Game of the Week here on Glycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I started smoking probably around 11 or 12 years old, and then within a couple of years, of course, it's just part of your life. I quit in 2012 on May 2nd, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the parking lot of the hospital I was about to get admitted to because my left lung had collapsed. I was in the hospital for over 2 months. And then I was home with a tube coming out of my chest for about 6 weeks after that. And that's when I was diagnosed with stage 4. And eventually I will probably die from COPD. I had worked in the construction industry. I love to build things. In our old home, it was a fun place. And I built it all with my own hands, the walls, the ceiling, the floors. And that got taken away. We owned a boat, and I had to give it up. I couldn't physically handle it anymore. So we thought, well, let's maybe try to travel a little bit. So we bought a camper, and I had to give that up because I just couldn't, it's physically demanding. So your world just keeps shrinking. When you lay in bed at night, you're by yourself, that's when it weighs on you.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Oldham County, GRC getting set. We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff here in Buckner, Kentucky. As Jim Tyree, Colby Martin with you for this game here tonight. Our pregame coverage continues, and we head to the storylines brought to you by State Farm agent Leslie Gilley. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Colby, let's talk about storylines. Sam Young is probably the biggest storyline of this game for either side. You're talking about a senior who has started, I believe, every game since he was a freshman here at Oldham County. 56 passing touchdowns in his career, 37 rushing touchdowns in his career. The young man is basically a touchdown machine, and every now and then when he feels like it, he plays defense.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he played I saw him play safety the last game that I got to watch of him, and he was all over the field. I mean, the kid is everywhere. He's got a great athleticism. He can play both sides of the ball. Like I said, just don't wear yourself out.
These two teams have played each other 4 times in the last 2 years because they're in the same district, and you play your playoff games within the district. GRC has won the 2 regular season matchups, while Oldham County wins the playoff matchup every year. I was fortunate enough to be on the radio crew at GRC for the past 6 years before moving over here to Glycod. I've seen a lot of this matchup, and it seems like that Sam Young was bottled up in those 2 regular season matchups, but not so much in the 2 playoff games.
Yeah, and that's really what they got to do here tonight. GRC's got to control him, contain him, make sure he doesn't get outside the pocket. If he is able to kind of keep his feet back and play some defense. But I think we're going to anthem here.
Yeah, we're going to take a timeout, come back with the starting lineups next. This is pregame for Oldham County and GRC on GlideCon.com.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
From GlideCon, it's Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, outdoor equipment specialists who make your life easier. Thompson Heating and Cooling, where your comfort comes first. Roy's Body and Glass Shop, locally owned and operated with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. Watts Home Center in LaGrange, design that feels like home. Metro Windows, State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley, Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, and by Lawson Financial. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham High School's football from GlideCon.
Let's run down the starting lineups for this game tonight. First for the GRC Cardinals, their new head coach, Joe Chirico, coming from Eastern Kentucky, won a state championship at his previous high school in Prestonsburg, and is able to make his way to Winchester and take the helm at GRC in his first year. Not been exactly what he's used to. Only 3 wins so far on the season, 6 losses. One of those wins is a COVID cancellation from Madison Southern earlier in the season. So 3-6 with a COVID win for GRC. They'll go to the field like this. Their quarterback will be Brady Denham, we believe. There was a question whether it would be Denham or Maxwell, Tyleek Maxwell, who will be a wide receiver. So we'll have to see as they come out onto the field how they will be during their starting lineup. Will it be Denham at quarterback, Maxwell at wide receiver? The running back is Kareem Garant. The other wide receivers are Kalen Washington and Camden McAlpin, as well as either Denham or Maxwell if they don't play the quarterback position, one of the two. So your offensive line will be Jeremy Clem. He is a 5'10", 205-pound senior. The right guard is Jesse McQuaid, 52, 5'10", 210-pound junior. Your center is Elijah Samuels, 5'10", 240. He's a freshman. Your left tackle is Hunter Gully, 6'2", 250, a sophomore. And Jackson Wright, 5'10", 280 is the right tackle and a junior. Oldham County, as Colby mentioned earlier in the pregame coverage, they started their season 6-0. Didn't really blow anybody away except for Shelby County, second week of the season. Shelby on a down year this year. They did get a COVID victory against Meade County back in September. So 6-2 coming into this one with the one COVID win over Meade. They'll go to the field like this. Their quarterback, we've talked about him all pregame, Sam Young, 6'3", 180, and a senior. They go 4 wide out on the field, 4 wideouts. Jacob Davis, 6 foot, 160, and a senior. Wesley Alexander, 6'3", and a senior. Travis Edgar, 5'9", 150, and a junior. And the other wide receiver is Jackson Elkins, 6'3", 160, and a junior. Their offensive line, pardon me, is also an undersized line for most 6A schools anyway. The center, Isaac Meyer, 6 foot, 260, a senior. The guards at left guard, Houston Manning, 6'3", 260, and a senior. He's being looked at the next level. Dylan Bayer is the right guard, 6 foot, 230, and a senior. The tackles are Isaac Starr on the left side, 6'1", 230, and a senior. And Cameron Pittman, 6'3", 270, is on the right side. He is a senior. Coin toss taking place at midfield. Colby, did you see who won the toss?
I unfortunately did not. I have no binoculars up here, so it's just an eyeball guess sometimes.
We'll have to see who comes out with the kick return unit. Oldham County tonight wearing the blue jerseys, white numerals, gray pants, blue helmets, with the O for Oldham County on the side in white.
I assume Oldham County is going to receive here, so at least
and now the officials are waving off the teams as time has expired on warm-ups. Now they are switching sides. They went to the wrong ends of the field. So it'll be the receiving team, Oldham County, taking the kick from GRC. Kicking the ball off for George Rogers Clark, Clay Turley, a sophomore, 5'6", 145-pounder. Back deep, standing at their 10-yard line. The deep man for Oldham County, one is Trent Garrison, a senior, 5'10", 150. And the one closest to my side over here, I believe, is Zach Teague, a senior, 5'10", 165. I'll have to double check on that. Here's the kick. Low line drive, bounces at the 19, taken on the hop at the 14 by the left side return man Trent Garrison, and Garrison taken down at the 29-yard line. Good tackle in open space by GRC's Xander Clark.
He over-pursued a little bit, too, and slid. Way to wrap up those legs. Saved a big return.
So the ball placed at the 29. The return goes for 15 yards for Garrison. And it'll be Sam Young on the field with a full complement of receivers. They only go 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They put a tight end over on the left side. Little handoff to the receiver in motion in Garrison. And Garrison will get across the 30 to about the 32, maybe the 33, give him 4, and that'll bring up 2nd and 6. They're going to test that line of GRC. GRC last week against Madison Central gave up 314 rushing yards. Central only had, I believe, 18 passing yards, but they only completed 2 passes, 149-7. Young fakes that pass, now able to hit the right edge. He got the edge, slung down by the jersey at the 48-yard line. He'll pick up the first down, move the sticks. Tackle made by Tate Spade, the defensive back, a junior for GRC.
A great job getting outside there. Had a clean running leg.
Somebody had a shot at him on that edge and let him go. They go to the line quickly. 2 wideouts left and a flag. They're trying to go in tempo, and the official says there's going to be a false start against Oldham County. Somebody may have moved on that offensive line. So the penalty will drive him back 5 to the 42, and it'll be 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10. I said 49-7, actually 43-7 in that Madison Central loss last week for GRC. Handoff, Garrison up the middle, running room, breaks into the clear, gets a lot of the penalty yards back and more, getting into GRC territory at the 45-yard line, and we're starting to see how Madison Central rolled up all that rushing yards. GRC not plugging the holes.
Very explosive, and there's just some arm tackles, a lot of arm tackles.
Gain of 13 for Garrison, 2nd and 2. They hurry to the line. Garrison hit right at the line, slung back. He's going to get a first down. Tackle made by Angus Mann. The senior linebacker comes up and stops Garrison, but not before they're able to pick up a first down to the 42 of GRC. That's the second first down of the drive. Moving the ball fairly easily are the Colonels here in their first drive. Started at their own 29, and 4 plays later are into GRC territory at the 42. Tight set here as they bring everybody in. One wide out to the right side, man in motion, but they're going to hand off to a big fella coming out of the backfield, and that is Caden Shepard. Big 5'10", 240-pound sophomore playing a fullback spot there. He burst forward for about 4, maybe 5 to the 37.
It was almost a busted play. The handoff was, the guy was right on top of him.
2nd and 5. They had sent Lindmeyer in motion. They're going to go right back to the big fella, and he's going to get close to a first down at the 33, maybe the 32. Shepard again, and I believe he's going to be about a yard shy back at the 33. So 3rd and 1, first third down conversion here for Oldham County. They go tight, and Young will burst forward. I believe that he has got it on the quarterback sneak. He may have even gotten to the 31. Yeah. Needing one, got 2.
It helps having that big guy behind you just to push the quarterback ahead. I always remember the Reggie Bush thing back Notre Dame USC, and that's everyone got mad about that, but that's the way you got to do it right there.
Another first down, 3rd of the drive for Oldham County. Ball at the 31 of GRC. The defense needs to figure something out to stop this rushing attack of the Colonels. We may not see a pass all game.
Maybe not. Both these teams struggled defensively against the run. So
Lindemeyer is out wide left, and a snap. I think we have an infraction here.
Pink flag.
Somebody's got a pink flag, yeah. Of course, it is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we see a lot of that pink out on the football field. GRC has some players trimmed in pink tonight. And I see some pink socks and paraphernalia on some of the Oldham County players. So nice that they're observing October. 1st and 15 after the false start. They did this once before on this drive, but got a big 13-yard run from Garrison. Snap, Young going to throw. Throws the inside pass, complete to Davis. Davis breaks into the clear. Tackle not made. Gone. Touchdown, Oldham County. It's going to go for 31, make it 36.
It's a good run there. The pass was great. And what I was trying to say earlier, the arm tackles. I watched GRC earlier in the season. A lot of arm tackles. You got to wrap those guys up. You can't just let them slide out of your arms like that.
And we'll see the extra point coming on from Jose Huerta, junior place kicker. Oldham County on the board first. And it was a pass, so I guess I have to eat my words fairly quickly there.
Commentator curse, you said it. Right away you said it and they threw it.
But a high percentage pass. I mean, they go to the little wide receiver screen, little bubble that comes back in. Here's Huerta on the extra point. I don't think he got that.
I think it got clipped.
I think you're right. And the extra point is no good. 8:25 to go in the first. Oldham County's first drive. They're on the board with 6. But that's all. GRC's next. This is Glidecod.com.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glidecod.
Scoring drive, a quick one. Took about 3.5 minutes for Oldham County to get into the end zone. 36-yard touchdown pass. Sam Young is 14th of the season to Jacob Davis, and Davis catches his third touchdown of the year. Extra point was no good. Huerta will kick it away now as the ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. And they'll approach. Nice kickoff. Deep, end zone, touchback for Huerta. That makes up a little bit for that missed extra point.
Yeah, but that extra point got blocked. It looked like it from here anyways, or maybe that pressure, but we watched him kick him before the game. The kid's got a leg on him.
Yeah, matter of fact, they told me in the press box he's a soccer player, so you see that at this level a lot of times. Can really get that lift off the ball and get it into the end zone, so not the best starting field position here for GRC on their first drive of the game. They will come to the field, and it will be Maxwell. Maxwell will be the starting quarterback. Tyreek Maxwell transfer from Frederick Douglass in Lexington. He'll turn, hand it off to Garant. Garant bursts through, and a flag coming in. Going to be a hold.
Absolutely.
So they're going to drive this back. That run won't count. As that flag came in from the back, judged fairly quickly.
He drug him to the ground as he's going down, so it's an easy call back there.
Oh, it's a chop block instead of a hold. Pardon me, a chop block. So that will go from the 20 back to the 10-yard line. Numbers down a bit for GRC across the way. When the offense is out on the field, you only see about 20 extra jerseys across there, so their numbers down from the past few years.
That's a hard thing for a coach. When you've got low numbers, it's just hard to put people in different spots.
1st and 20, Maxwell. I'll give you a little bit more on him in just a moment. He's going to throw on 1st and 20. Has to escape the pocket now. Gets to the left side. Going to run. 15. Taken down at the 16-yard line. Good tackle coming out of nowhere to take him down. I don't have a 41 on my roster. So we already have some jersey discrepancies. I believe that to be Trey Cotton. We'll have to double check to make sure, but a 6-yard gain nonetheless for Maxwell. Maxwell, I mentioned transferring over from Frederick Douglass. They just got him eligible a couple of weeks ago. So that's why we didn't know who was going to start at quarterback. Snap of the hands, fakes the handoff, rolling over to the right side, trying to get around the edge, and he's not going to get there. They're actually going to drop him back at the 15-yard line for about a yard loss on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and 15.
Just nowhere to go on that. Nowhere.
Well, Oldham County getting penetration extremely quickly with that defensive line. And it'll be 3rd and 15 now. The chop block on 1st down really put GRC behind the sticks. And now they have to account for it.
It's one of the things early in the game I was talking about, managing the game. You don't want those negative plays. As long as you move forward, it's easy to score. You go backwards, it's hard. It's really hard.
Grant in the backfield. They go 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and H-back on the right side. To throw. Got to throw it quickly. Going to get hit. He's going to get hit. Sacked. And this time it's Waylon Starr. Starr, the 6-foot sophomore, coming in for the sack. And we'll double check on that. I believe that is Starr's first sack of the season. Double check on it, and it is. First sack of the season for Waylon Starr, and it'll be a punt situation coming up for GRC.
He was completely unblocked. It's hard to do as a quarterback to take the hit like that.
Maxwell will punt out of his own end zone, and it's blocked by Young. And it bounces at the 35, takes a GRC bounce outside of the 45 down to the 48-yard line. It's still on the GRC side of the field, but under the circumstances, about a 31-yard punt. Not a bad job by Maxwell in his own end zone.
Yeah, even if you get it tipped to get the ball down that far, hey, you got yourself where you needed to.
And I misjudged that. That's actually a 36-yard punt. So a good job by Maxwell out of his own end zone to get some distance on that. It did bounce. 1st and 10 now for Oldham County.
What were we talking about earlier? Young being everywhere on this field. And look at that. He goes down there and makes a special teams play.
Partially blocked punt. You're exactly right. They could just pin their ears back on that one. Young will go under center. Snap. Handoff, Garrison gets bottled up this time. First guy to hit him and take him back is Ty Miller, sophomore linebacker, 6 foot, 180. First tackle of the game for Miller, and it's for a gain of 1 to the 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. GRC looking at their defense. Angus Mann, very experienced player. I remember him. You got Garant as a defensive end, so he's playing both ways. They just seem a lot smaller than I remember them in the past couple of years. Here's the pitch out. Garrison, open field. First down, Moore. Down to the 30. Gang tackled inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Man, first one to hit him, then got help from a couple of the defensive secondary members. And getting over to help out with the tackle was Kobe Jones, the senior defensive back.
That's one thing they did well in the other game I saw of them, that it's almost 9, 10, 11 guys with the ball every time on defense. They've got a lot of speed. They're undersized, but a lot of speed.
That's a wrinkle I hadn't seen from Young in my previous stints, as they throw the option at him. And offsides,
Yeah, there we go.
Come across the line. A hard bark of Sam Young brings the GRC defensive line across. They'll get a free 5. And that football unicorn, the 1st and 5 coming up.
My least favorite as a coach when I'm on defense, but offensively my favorite.
I mean, it basically just every play in the playbook becomes available on 1st and 5.
It does.
The ones you hate are those holds downfield by your wide receivers where it becomes like 1st and 2.
Yes.
Those are the really bad ones. 1st and 5 from the 23, and a handoff from Young going to the first man through, and not really a whole lot there for the running back. This time they'll go to Dustin Keown. Keown, I believe that was Keown. Let's double check that number.
Got about a 1.5 feet on that run.
Yeah, not very much at all. Actually may have dropped him for a loss back to the 22. That's where they're going to mark it. And it was Keown. Keown is in the backfield again with Garrison, one on either hip of Young. He'll go to the shotgun for this one with 2 wide right, 1 wide left. Going to throw. Looking, throws. Down the field, incomplete. A wide receiver didn't make the cut that I think Young thought he was going to make. Jacob Davis was in the intended receiver. Coverage there by GRC's Arthur Haskins. Another one of those kids like Young. Seems like he's played for the last 60 years at this high school. 4:24 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0 Oldham, and they're about to add to it, possibly. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Colonels. They only have one back in the game. It's the big fullback, Caden Shepard. He's on the right hip of Young.
Looking for a little pitch option here maybe. Another lead blocker.
He's going to get to the edge. Young first down inside the 10 and down to the 9. Tackle made by Miller again, but not before it's 1st and goal for Oldham County. Oh, Shepard's a great blocker.
Absolutely. I'll run the ball all day if he's blocking for me.
They're going to do it again. Same side, right side, and he gets drugged down from behind us, Young. Holding on for dear life was Garant, and Garant makes the tackle. Young only picks up about 2 to the 7.
I think we cursed him because he missed the block right there since we talked about it. He got to that second level, which is a great blocker. You need the guy that gets downfield and blocks to the next level, but you got to make sure you hit that first guy before you get there.
The old broadcaster's jinx. 3:45 and counting. Oldham wants to control the clock, so does GRC. Oldham winning that battle so far. Young taking his time up under center. Shepard behind him, and a timeout. GRC calls a timeout. We'll do it too. 3:33 remaining in the first. 6-0 Oldham, and they're knocking on the door again. This is GlideCod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on GlideCod.
It is 2nd and goal from the 7 for Oldham County. They already lead 6-0. 3:33 left to go here in the first quarter. Young will go under center. They go with the same lineup before the timeout. Shepard in the backfield. They go with an H-back on the right side. 2 wideouts close to the line on the left. They're going to turn, fake to Shepard, in trouble, throwing, incomplete. I think Young just had to get rid of it that time. He had pressure coming from Grant and also another defensive end, and Jalen Berry, a sophomore. They were on his heels.
It's an old pass-action bootleg. I love that play, but those linebackers were all over him.
He had a receiver out there, I believe. It was open on that left side, kind of cutting toward the sideline, but just not able with that pressure to plant and throw, and threw it outside of the receiver. So
that's one thing I mentioned earlier. GRC put that pressure on so he can't settle those feet.
3rd and goal. They're going to run Young, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. Found the little crease as he got close to the seam and waltzed into the end zone, and first rushing touchdown of the game for Young, and that makes the score 12-0.
I think he could have drove a bus through there. That was a big hole.
I may have made it through that hole. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit more dieting. I'll get there. The rush for 7 yards for the touchdown. And they're going to try for 2. And try to get that score back up to 14 after missing the first extra point. Hurrying to the line. Turn, pitch, Garrison, and he'll make it easily.
Wow.
Just got set up and ran it in. 2-point conversion is good on a Garrison run, and now it's 14-0. 3:24 left to go here in the first quarter. For Young, that is his, double check on that, but I believe that is his 11th rushing touchdown, and I am right. And his first rushing attempt back in that first drive was his 100th rushing attempt of the season. So he is a double threat kind of guy. For Garrison, I think that's his first 2-point conversion run this season.
And that was a great, just quick play, quick pitch.
I mean, they get to the line, get set. They've had a couple of false starts when they've tried to do that, but more often than not, they're going to catch you off guard, and he just waltzed into the end zone.
Yeah, and as a coach, you run 60-70% of your plays very slow, use the play clock, and then every once in a while you do that, and you always catch the defense just sleeping. As a defensive coordinator, you say get up there and be ready. It doesn't matter if that team's lined up or not. You got to get ready to go.
Huerta ready to kick it away. Back deep for GRC. They've got Kalen Washington and also Maxwell ready to receive, but a whistle as Huerta approached the football. Let's see what the call is here.
We might have an offside on the kick team. I think one of the far guys was up across the line, but I'm not sure here.
You were able to catch it before I was.
Well,
they are going to back them up 5 and try it again, I believe. There's a flag across the way. You see, the problem here is that it's a pink flag, and there's also pink socks and towels that some of the players are using for each team. So you don't have that, hey, make the difference here kind of look.
Yeah.
You think it's a towel down or maybe a sock or something or a wristband, and it's actually a flag that the official has thrown. So.
Yeah, it's confusing every time. But I'm lined up on the 40. That's the only reason I saw the feet hit just early. So let's make sure they don't do it again here.
And here's the kick by Huerta. I think they did it again almost.
They got really close on that one.
Taken at the 10 by Maxwell. To the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and to the 33. And a little bit better starting field position this time. 23-yard return by Maxwell. Tackled by Joshua Soder. Soder, a sophomore. And that will be the second drive for GRC, starting at the 33-yard line. Much better than where they started the first drive. See if they get any luckier here. Their first drive derailed by a chop block penalty called on them on first down. They really never were able to recover. See if they get an answer here. Down 14-0, 3:15 to go in the first. Maxwell awaits the snap in the shotgun. And we'll give it to Washington. Washington hit as he got to the line of scrimmage. May fight for about a yard.
Nowhere to go on that.
First guy to catch him and hold him up was Avery Lavelle. Lavelle, a senior, 5'10", And 210 pounds. Actually, looks probably a little bit bigger than that. That may be an early season weight. He's been in the weight room. Give him a yard, Washington on the carry. And it's 2nd and 9. Washington will line up on the right hip. 3 wide. Trips formation over here to the left side. Handoff goes to Washington, trying to get the edge. He'll get a little bit of it across the 35. And then tackled as he got to about the 38-yard line. Let's see where they spot him. He's going to pick up about 4. Getting in on that tackle that time was Wesley Rios Lara, senior for Oldham County, linebacker. And they mark him at the 38-yard line. So a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 5 here for GRC. They faced a 3rd down in their first drive after a 3-and-out, but it was 3rd and 15.
They're going to blitz.
They are going to blitz. Fake the handoff and around the right edge, and a first down there for the quarterback in Maxwell. He did a good job of selling the fake and the play action up front, and then got around the right edge where there wasn't anybody because of the blitz.
I'm not sure if that was a read or not, but if that was a read, that was a great job.
He got to the 44, needed the 42. And he's got a first down. Actually needed a 43, so he got a yard more than he needed. Needed 5, got 6. 1st and 10 from their own 44. That's the first down of the game for the Cardinals. Snap. Got it coming. Set up the screen. It's there. Check that. It's Washington. And Washington is going to get a first down and get out of another tackle. Still going. 30-yard line, 25. Tackled from behind.
It's a huge play.
Wow. He got away from some tackles and was able to extend that all the way into Oldham County territory down to the 24-yard line. Make it the 23. That's a big gainer. That goes for 30. Let's see, 20, 26, 32.
Yeah, the ball in the 44.
32.
Yeah. That's something we talked about earlier. I said they should come out and throw the ball on first down. Well, a screen pass is as good as a throw on that one. Let's do that more often. That was
and
great.
They got him in the right spot, too, because they were coming with everybody. 1st and 10 from the 23. Actually, a 33-yard gain for Washington on the catch. Here's Garant, right side. They've loosened him up a little bit. He'll duck down inside the 20, get to about the 18. Be a gain of about 5 on first down and bring up 2nd and 5. GRC moving the football a little better here. That chop block really hurt him in that first drive.
Negative plays always gets you in the mindset as an offense. You're already back. You got your end zone behind you, and you just kind of get burnt out in that first possession. But way to bounce back and come into it now.
Give the offensive coordinator for GRC credit. He called that screen pass at the perfect time. 2nd and a long 5. H-back lining up is Jalen Berry on that left side. Everybody else is to the right. Strong side. They're going to fake the handoff. No, they gave it to him, and Washington got hit in the backfield.
Nowhere to go.
First guy to get there was Dustin Keon. Keon, the senior, makes the tackle for loss all the way back at the 24. They actually lose 6, and it's 3rd and 11. And the negative play bites GRC once again.
You just can't have those, especially when you're down by 2 scores already. Just even if it's a yard is better than going backwards.
And I believe that'll be the end of the first quarter. 14-0. Oldham in front. They've owned the first quarter. GRC moving the ball, but now after a loss of 6 on a running play, it's 3rd and 11. We'll see what they do when we return here on Glycod.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
We begin the second quarter. GRC has a 3rd and 11, and somebody moved for the Cardinals. They're going to have to be 3rd and 16 instead of 3rd and 11. Ever since they got close to the red zone of Oldham County at the 23-yard line, they've done nothing but go backwards.
Looks like it was Jalen Berry out there, the tight end. He kind of took a step back, and Coach pulled him off the field already for that one.
This is actually counted as an official trip into the red zone because on first down they got to the 18, and then were driven back after that. And you're right, it's an offsides against Oldham County, so they can open the playbook back up a little bit more here on 3rd and 6.
It's a way to make it right back up.
And from the sideline, Maxwell trots in with the play call. Tells his teammates they're going to send McAlpin far, far to the left side. In the slot goes Washington. And Denham is to the right. Maxwell fakes the run to the middle. It didn't matter as he was wrapped up in the arms of Avery Lavelle. And Lavelle said, "You're going down, big fella." And he did, getting to the line of scrimmage at the 19, and that is all, a no gainer. That'll bring up 4th and 6, and it's a long 6, but I think they may go for it here.
I think you probably go for another screenplay here, honestly, but they're probably waiting on it. A quick pass. You're going to have a blitz coming most likely. We see a lot of blitzes from Oldham County. They put everybody up top, play that inside. You only need 5 yards. A slant will get it here. 5 yards and get your receiver to reach it. You only need to throw the ball a couple.
Isaac Myers up there waiting. Play comes in with a receiver checking in. And they may not get this off before they get a delay of game. This took forever to come in.
Getting low. I've got 5 seconds on my clock. They might have to burn a timeout here, so they don't have to go 4th and 10.
Shotgun, 4th and 6. Snap. Maxwell to throw. Pressure rolling right. Got to get away from it. He's going to get the edge, and he's going to get the first down. All the way inside the 15, down to close to the 10-yard line. Wow, Maxwell making it happen with his feet. You can see the athletic ability of that young man right there, just a junior.
He was looking for a receiver, too, and I saw his receiver just kind of stalled in the middle of the field. You got to keep moving, get open for your quarterback.
So the football spotted at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 11, so they can get a first down at the 1 if they get close to the goal line to get another set of 4. Maxwell will stay in the shotgun, but it's an empty backfield. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Tight end is set up on the right side, throwing middle of the field.
Pass.
Got a man, touchdown.
Excellent.
GRC, Tate Spade, right in the middle of the field. Maxwell hit him, and GRC is on the board. Took him to the second quarter to get there, but a nice play across the middle. Colby, what'd you see?
I saw him take advantage of the blitz. I saw him take advantage of the very aggressive nature that Oldham County had there. It's an easy one. All you got to do is set that up every time. Telling you, 5-6 yards. That's all they got to throw the ball.
Oldham County's selling out on almost every play. They're bringing everybody.
Yeah. It's a zero blitz. They're leaving one safety high, and just throw the ball.
And now to kick the extra point for GRC is Turley. And Turley, wow, nice job. Got it up and through, and it's good. 14-7 now here in the second quarter with 11:07 to play. Back in a moment on Glycod.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070. or go online to StennettPlumbing.com.
Kickoff coming from GRC after they get on the board. An 11-yard touchdown pass from Tyreek Maxwell. His first touchdown pass of the year. And that goes to Tate Spade, his first touchdown catch of the year for GRC. And the extra point by Turley makes it Oldham County now the lead cut in half, 14-7. Colonel's on top. Turley tees it up. We're almost ready for the kickoff here from GRC. Their defense is going to have to find a way, though, to stop Oldham County. They've not been able to. Here's a squib kick through the first line, taking it to 32. Trying to get the outside is the return man, Caden Osborne. And Osborne able to get across midfield before he is taken down. That is a 20-yard return for Osborne.
It's a momentum killer right there. You came down and had something positive happen, and then you let that return happen.
Cut two off of that. They're actually going to say that he got it 18 yards, spotting it right at midfield. I thought he got across, but knee down at the 50-yard line. Short field for Oldham County on another drive. Young to the backfield. He's got the big man back there with him in Shepard. He runs the option again. Going to get tripped up as he got around the right edge of the offensive line. Angus Mann, the linebacker, cuts him down. And it'll be second down after about a 4-yard gain on first. Young is very, very good at reading that edge. If he thinks he can get it, he keeps it. If not, he's going to pitch that out. And the last one that he pitched out to Garrison on that two-point conversion was a little wonky, but it got there.
It was quick, and that was probably the biggest problem.
Second down and 6. They'll try Shepard, and Shepard's going to get maybe a couple. Holding on for dear life and riding him down. One of those outside guys, that's Hayden Heath. Heath, a linebacker, a sophomore, but giving up about 45 pounds there and just holding on. Riding the bull all the way down to the 43-yard line, and 3rd and 3 coming up. Got to get to the 40.
It's nice to have a big fella out there to run the ball.
Yeah, no kidding. Listed at 240.
The hard count going here. They're going to take a step back.
Going to get a play call in from the sideline. Bring the receivers in, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shepard in the backfield.
Nose tackles all over the football. He's
Snap.
Close.
Going to fake the handoff, and it's going to be a sack. The pressure coming from the blind side as Young goes down. Getting probably a half sack is Xander Clark, the defensive back. He was blitzing, lined up as a linebacker on the right side of that defensive line, and Young didn't see him until it was too late.
Well, I think he kept kind of getting low. You had the 3. They were in a 3-4, so the outside linebacker really is just an edge rusher. But that was great. They were all over. They were selling that blitz out from the start, and I'm surprised that happened.
Loss of 7, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 50. They're going to go for it on 4th and 10. This is interesting.
Yeah, they're going to blitz again. They might press the slot receiver.
Showed blitz, but then backed everybody up. Young takes off. Now he throws, and it's incomplete. And good defense as they were looking across the middle for Travis Edgar, and Edgar was covered by Arthur Haskins. And really, Young did a good job putting that the only place his receiver could have had even a chance at it, and it fell incomplete. And the defense gets a stop for GRC. First time this game we've seen them get a stop.
That's as good as a turnover right there. I mean, if you're GRC, that's as good as a turnover. You get the ball to the 50-yard line now. That kickoff return was all for naught.
So the squib kick works out in their favor, actually. You're exactly right, Colby. 8:51 to play here in the second, 14-7 Oldham. But GRC scored a touchdown moments ago and then get a 4th down turnover on downs by stopping Oldham County at midfield. It'll be Maxwell back in, knowing he's going to get pressure. Garant is the running back in the backfield. Trips formation to the left side. Pressure, throwing, complete to Washington. Caught from behind and dropped after about a 3-yard gain. Wesley Rios-Lara, the senior linebacker, able to get over there and pull Washington down from behind. So they're running those screens, wide receiver screens, running back screens. They're running that, but it is Oldham County who is kind of reading that now and keeping a man back to try and make those tackles.
Yeah, that aggressive blitz is going to come back to haunt you if you got a good coach over there, offensive coordinator that sees that. You can really hurt yourself with that sometimes.
2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain on the screen. Grant goes to the left hip. They send a man in motion in Washington. Give it to Grant up the middle. Got room through the 40 to the 35 and to the 34 before he's taken down from behind. 2 defensive backs, Jacob Davis and Dustin Keown, able to come up and make the tackle. It is a 1st down, and GRC starting to move the football a little bit as it's a gain. They needed, we'll call it 7. They got 8 to the, or pardon me, not 8. They got 13 to the 34-yard line.
You start running those little screen plays, a couple passes here and there. You run different spots. It's easy to set up the defense, and it looks like Oldham County is kind of changed up. They're looking like a 3-4, maybe a 3-5, really. I mean, it's an odd-looking formation.
Maxwell rolls to the left side, looking down the field, wanted to throw, now takes the sack. He realized coverage was good downfield, didn't want to throw a turnover, and so he's taken down back at the 39-yard line. One of those players over to get him was Wesley Rios Lara.
Probably should have thrown the ball away there instead of taking a 5-yard loss.
Sam Oldham able to help him out on that. Oldham playing with a hand down that time, defensive end on the complete opposite side of where the play started. So that'll tell you how much time he had to get over there and make an impact on it. It's a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 15 after the sack. Snap. Pass complete at the sideline, right at the stick. Spade again makes a nice fingertip catch, and it's a 1st down. They needed 15, and they got it.
The toe touch, you only need 1 foot down. It's only high school, but he got both down a la Marvin Harrison back in the day.
Got the ball with his fingertips, made sure he had possession, got the foot down, and hits a 1st down to the 24-yard line. And GRC once again knocking on the door of the red zone here of Oldham County. They send Denham way out wide to the right side. Trips to the left.
Throw again.
Looking quickly, now trying to avoid traffic.
Oh,
Maxwell got through and now throws it short, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted at the 1-yard line. The best shot ever of taking the interception for Jacob Davis, but he just couldn't hold on to it. I think he was surprised that he was that wide open to get the interception.
He had a receiver. He got hit a little behind him. That's why you play defensive back, though, right? I mean,
what's more impressive is the escape job by Maxwell. Yeah. He was surrounded in the backfield, able to escape that pressure and throw the ball down the field, but almost threw the interception. 6:21 to play before halftime, 14-7. Oldham with the lead, but GRC now with the football at the Oldham County 24, 2nd and 10. Grant in the backfield. Maxwell with trips to the left side. They've stayed in that trips formation in the last few moments. Grant running, and there's a flag. Going to bring it back. A 10-yard gain on the run, but that's going to come back on a hold. No, they're going to the GRC. They're going to the GRC sideline. What is the call? Chop block against GRC, yes.
He just went underneath his legs as soon as the ball was snapped.
And I guess he was just telling Coach Chirico what the call was going to be, so that'll back them up. That's the 2nd chop block call against GRC in this game. So that's going to take them back to the 35.
We've got an additional penalty, it looks like there. I can't quite – he came back and made a second sign, but I missed it, to be completely honest.
It didn't matter because Oldham County took the first penalty. Well, they're backing it up more now. Was it a?
It might have been a personal foul. I'm not quite sure. Maybe something extracurricular.
So they decided to take the personal foul instead of the chop block.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 25 from the 39-yard line. GRC backs up once again. Here you just got to get it in chunks. Maxwell to throws complete. Washington trying to get away, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all.
I think it bounced there. Hey, between plays here, Jim, I got a little update on some scores right now. We got Bull East at Mel, 14-all with 5:24 to play in the second.
Wow.
Manual 32 at Butler, nothing. 2:09 in the second. Eastern down. Eastern 7, Trinity 21. Minute 11 left in the first. Franklin County 7, Central 6. St. X at PRP, St. X up 14-0. And Bryan Station, one that matters of this game right now. Bryan Station 7, Madison Central 0 into the first quarter.
There you go with the updates. Did you say, what was that male Bullet East? Because Bullet East, we have them next week here at Oldham County that we'll be here for the game for.
It is 14-all with 5:24 to play in the
Bullet
second.
East playing really good football. 2 wideouts to either side on 3rd and 25. Throw down the field, and it'll be picked off. It'll be Davis getting revenge after he dropped that last one. Or is it Davis? Let's double check here. Who was it coming up? No, it was not Davis. It was actually Aiden Sherman. Sherman, a junior. So Sherman gets the interception, brings it back to the 25-yard line. A turnover gives Oldham County the ball back, but on 3rd and 25, what are you going to do if you're GRC? That was about like a punt there.
Save it for 4th down. Get another play out of yourself at least. But, I mean, I get it.
Young goes to the shotgun, sends Davis in motion to the right side. Gives the ball to Garrison. He'll get a couple before he's taken down. Gets to the 27. One high and one low. As tackle made by Landon Markham, defensive end, and the linebacker coming up was Xander Clark to help out. 14-7 Oldham County, 4:40 and counting to go here in the second quarter. We're at a pretty quick clip here in this one. One wide out to either side, and they'll give to Garrison again, caught early. First guy to get there, I believe, was Hunter Gully. Gully, the sophomore left tackle on offense, plays defensive nose guard and defensive end. Not sure where he lined up there, but made a big impact on the play. He was at the nose guard spot. Only a yard gain to the 28 for Garrison, and that'll bring up 3rd and a long 7.
They keep bringing out 2 tight ends. They're really trying to set up the run, and I feel like they're just trying to control the game. But let's see what they do here. They got a 1 tight end set, a little 11 formation.
GRC's played much better defense in the second quarter than they did in the first. Snap, Young rolling to the right, getting time, throws.
Oh, that's
intercepted. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. Coming in to make that interception for GRC was Camden McAlpin, the freshman defensive back. First interception of the year for Camden McAlpin.
He read that so well. And that we were talking earlier about a bracket with the safety. So you've got your man coverage for your defensive backs. Wide receivers come across the middle of the bracket. The safety just dropped in. He had all day. He was right in the eyes of Sam Young. He saw that ball coming. I could have probably picked it off. He was all over it. It was great.
Stepped right in front of it. That's actually his second interception of the year. Second for Camden McAlpin, the freshman. So young players making an impact for Joe Jericho's team. They go back on offense at the 30-yard line. Returned it 5 yards. Pressure. Maxwell has to roll right to get away from it. He's going to get some positive yards, then run out of bounds on the Oldham County sideline. Actually, I don't think he did get positive yards. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 30, maybe a yard at the 29. Yeah, I think they're being generous.
Yeah, he looked a little short back here.
Good spot. And that happened on the Oldham County sideline, too. That's a dangerous place to make that spot. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard scamper by Tyreek Maxwell. 6'3". He's listed at 168. I'd say that's maybe out of the shower.
Sopping wet, is that what you're saying?
You got that right. 2 wideouts to the right side, 2 to the left. They spread things out big time here. Garand in the backfield. No tight end. Pressure coming. Throwing.
In the zone.
Got a man.
Hey.
Can he get under it? Oh. And it's incomplete. Trying to get Washington down at the goal line. That was the man who made the interception a moment ago, Aiden Sherman, who was on coverage. And both of them wanted a flag, and to be honest with you, I don't think either one of them had a case for it.
You can't throw a flag there. They just ran into each other. I mean, both were looking at the football. That's what you teach a good young defensive back. Look at the football. You can get away with a lot if you're looking at the football.
Jericho all over the officials on his sideline. And now whistles blow, timeout. GRC calls a timeout. 3:26 to go here in the second quarter. They're down to 1. 14-7 Oldham County, and a 3rd and 9 coming up from Oldham's 29 for the GRC offense here on GlideCod.com.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on GlideCod.
GRC's offense has been moving the football much better in the second quarter than they did in the first. And now they face 3rd and 9 as Oldham County has shut them down on the first 2 plays from the 30-yard line. 14-7 is your score. Jim Tyree, Colby Martin with you from this beautiful football facility here at Oldham County. Bell Field at Chris Landers Stadium. We, again, as I mentioned just a minute ago, we will be back here next week. Colby and I may have Joe Gamsky join us, I believe, as it'll be Bullitt East taking on Oldham County. Last regular season game of the year for Oldham County, as next weekend is for most high schools in the state of Kentucky. Bullitt East just playing lights-out football right now. It's scary the way they're playing.
Haven't had a chance to see him, so I'm kind of excited.
It's ridiculous. All right, 3rd and 9 for GRC's Cardinals. And what are they doing here?
What? I don't know why you want to get cute here. This is the old the Colts ran something.
They're going to snap it, and they're going to send it to Grant, and that was disaster. My goodness.
You have to get positive plays, and that's, you don't want to put yourself in the 4th and 9. You just threw an interception down here in a similar situation.
I'm not sure what they were thinking over there on the sideline for GRC. Of course, you know, they are 3-6 on the year, so, you know, you take your chances, I guess, and they're going to line up that way again. 4th and 9.
You going to punt it here? No, you
try to pooch kick. Well, he tried to get away. Now he's going to throw down into the end zone, and it is
oh my goodness!
It's caught for a touchdown! Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable tip drill. You do that all day in practice. Tip drill. Make sure you catch that one. That's just
Camden McAlpin again. After it was tipped by the defensive back in Sherman, he caught it as it went up into the air. And wow, what a play for GRC, and now they'll kick the extra point. And right now, there is a player on the field talking to the officials. Let's see what this is all about. One of the Oldham County defenders, let's see who that, Brian Monteleone, a senior, was talking about having his helmet ripped off over on the other side of the field. So he was pleading his case to the official, but it stands, and it will go for a 30-yard, actually a 29-yard pass play, second of the game for Maxwell. And we'll tell you about McAlpin here in just a moment after we get the extra point. Snap is there, placement, kick is up by Turley, and we have a tie game with 2:45 to go here in the second. We'll come back in just a moment and play this last 2 and change of the first half. This is GlideCod.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
For Maxwell, he just threw his second touchdown of the year, both of them in this game. And for McAlpin, he's got one interception so far in this game and now one touchdown catch. That's his second of the year. But it was going to be short. The only reason he caught it was because the defensive back actually tipped the ball.
Yeah, the tip drill, and being a defensive back, having the interception earlier, he kept the eyes on the ball, wasn't worried about anything. He happened to catch it and look down and realize his feet were in the end zone. I did want to bring up on that play with that formation. I think Monteleone.
The player who was complaining,
He was upset because you get a lot of crisscross in that situation. You got
Felt
guys
like
going
he got chop blocked?
Yeah, chop blocked or just blindsided, and a lot of times it's not intentional. A little pooch kick.
Sky kick here taken at the 41-yard line. Who was that brought that on? I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. Catching the football and able to make a clean catch of it was Caden Osborne. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 42. So GRC content to give Oldham County good field position with those short squibs and sky kicks, keeping it away from the speedsters in the deep part of the field. Two wideouts to either side for Oldham County. Young going to work, tied up at 14. Rolling, left, rolling, throwing, trying to get it over, and it's tipped away. What a nice defensive play by Tate Spade. Intended receiver down at the 40 of GRC was Wesley Alexander, the senior, 6'3", but Spade stayed right with him.
I'm impressed with just the way these defensive backs are staying with the wide receivers, and a lot of it's man, and it's – you don't see at this age a lot of man defense. You see a lot of zone because the kids got speed, but they're all on top of it.
First 14 points of the game by Oldham County. GRC's answered with 14. And we're getting close to halftime. 2nd and 10. Young fakes the pass, now gets tackled from behind. Coming around the edge to make the tackle from his linebacker spot was Hayden Heath. Heath, the sophomore. 5'11", 195. They give Young a yard to the 43. That is all. It'll be 3rd and 9. And I'll be interested if they don't get it here. Be interested to see what Tayshawn McBroom does on 4th down. He tried it once, and he gave GRC great field position, and the Cardinals turned it into 7 points.
2 minutes to play. That GRC gets the football back in the second half.
Here's Young rolling to the left side again. Rolling. Wants to throw, completes it to Davis, and Davis will not get the first down. He's going to be down right at the midfield stripe. Oh, what a spot coming in. Wow. That was an amazing spot coming from the official, saying that Davis stretched the football out and gets it to across the 48-yard line, give him the 47. They needed 9, they got 10, but what a generous spot from the official.
The far official had him a yard short, so on the initial spot, he was a yard back, but I guess you'll take it, right?
Absolutely. McBroom happy with that one. Rolling right this time is Young. Looking, throwing, middle of the field, incomplete. That may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. Coming on and getting some pressure on Young that time was Ty Miller. Miller has made a couple of plays in the backfield of the offense tonight already. Got 1 sack in this one. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47. Incompletion stops the clock. Oldham County has all 3 timeouts, so plenty of time with 1:31 before halftime. Trying to put something on the board here. Snap. Hand off to Shepard, the big fullback, and he gets around the right side, middle of the field to the 40-yard line. Nice 7-yard scamper by Shepard will bring up 3rd and 3. Gosh, the big fella, he has a lean when he starts running, doesn't he? He's leaning 45-degree angle to the ground. Young rolling, throwing. Incomplete. Through the hands of Davis at the 35. That would have been a first down. As good as Davis has been tonight, that one was right in his hands when he let it go.
It is cold, so maybe,
it's not that cold. Get out of here, Martin. You're killing me.
After being 90 degrees the last couple weeks, This is like the Arctic compared to last week.
4th down. It has been an unusually late summer. 4th and 3 from the 40 of GRC. They'll go for it. Offense on the field. Trips to the right side. Young steps up, throws, and it's complete to Davis. 29-yard line, and he'll go forward inside the 20 to down at the 16, where he's finally put down by Benjamin Fulks, but not before it. Davis makes a nice catch of a pass behind him to get a first down. That one goes for a good 19 yards. And a timeout called by Oldham County with just a half a second gone, under a minute here in the first half, tied at 14. Oldham County, knowing GRC, you made the point, GRC won the toss, deferred to the second half, knowing they're going to get the football. This is an extremely important drive for Oldham County, and they're making the most of it so far.
Yeah, you want to do everything here either to score or to make sure that they don't have time to score. I'd rather go to halftime tied rather than down a score with them getting the ball back.
First quarter, Colby, we saw Oldham County run the football. It was very effective. Since they've changed to more of a pass look, their offense has not been as effective. We've seen Young roll out of the pocket a lot. You think it's probably defensive adjustments made by GRC that's forced them to go that way?
The pressure that GRC is putting on, they're sending a lot of different blitz and disguised blitz. They twisting some linemen here and there, my favorite thing's a twist. If you watch the nose tackle on the right end, if they switch, the linebacker coming in that A gap, it's a great way to get that going.
They're going to run Young, and he's got free, and he gets the touchdown. Did he get there?
I think they're going to mark him short. Maybe. They're
going to say touchdown. Touchdown, Sam Young. He got around the left edge, and they weren't going to catch him once he got around. And that is the second rushing touchdown of the game for Young. That one will go for 16 yards. Well, that looked easy. Yeah, the way he makes it look.
Well, they saw some blitzes coming, and that's ultimately they had the chance to get outside on that one, and that's great play call. But they left a lot of time left, 54 seconds. Unfortunately, GRC's only got one timeout. So.
Huerta on to kick the extra point. That's the 12th rushing touchdown of the year for Young. He has
offsides too.
More rushing touchdowns than he has passing. We had 2 flags come in.
I think they might be calling a false start, number 5 there. Number 5.
And it is an offsides against the defense. So now they'll go for 2.
Well, initially I thought it was an offsides, but then when Fives turned around smacking himself in the helmet, you're thinking, well, maybe he flinched. That's why the guy moved on him. But they had a little discussion over there before they made the call.
So now they're going to try for 2. Going from the 3 to the 1.5, and they hurry to the line, and they have overloaded the right side. They're going to pitch, and Shepard, I don't know, did he get in? He did. Shepard gets in, and it's an 8-point game with 53.3 seconds left to go here before halftime.
Hey, I got some updates and scores. We'll just hang out here. I guess Bull East Mel halftime. Mel's up 28-14 now.
So that one starts to tilt a little bit.
And the one that matters for everybody watching this game, Madison Central 14, Bryan Station 7 with 3 minutes to play in the second.
So here is the situation. Whoever wins this game gets 3rd place. They would take on the loser of tonight's Bryan Station Madison Central game. Because the winner of that game tonight between Bryan Station and Madison Central is the district champion. There wouldn't be much that could happen that would change that in the last week since they all play out of district. So district champion between Bryan Station and Madison Central tonight. We'll try to keep you updated on that score. The winner of this one will get 3rd place, travel to whoever loses that other game tonight. And whoever loses this game has to take on the district champion in the week 1 of the playoffs on the road, which is always hard to do.
I kind of always like being the 4 seed as a coach. You go into it, nobody expects you to win. Your team you can get them going. It's bulletin board material.
I love it. Here's Huerta on the kickoff, and another offside call coming up on the Colonels. They have been close almost every kickoff, and they've been caught twice.
it's the guy, and I didn't see the number, it's the closest to the kicker. He's got to take one step back or wait, maybe just count to one. Say one before he takes off. You see this a lot in youth leagues when they first start doing a kickoff. Everybody gets offside, and you tell them, just count to one. Say the word one. Everyone say the word one out loud before you go, and you won't have these problems.
So we'll back it up to the 35 and tee it up after the offsides. And with 53.3, GRC only one timeout remaining. So they will be a bit handcuffed here. It would not shock me to see Tayshawn McBroom, the head coach of Oldham County, say, hey, let's try a little onside here and see what happens. They were kicking away on that first one. What about now at the 35? He's going to kick away.
He's got a leg.
Going to get it back at the 1 yard line. Washington to the 15, to the 20, sandwiched, brought down, and falls forward. Gets to about the 23. But the official on the sideline coming in at the 21, not going to give Washington the fall forward. That is, he has been a little bit off tonight.
We get the far side official.
Line judge is
23. He's at the 23. This one's at the 21. 22. Let's put it in the middle.
That's crazy. To the 22. It's a return of 21 for Washington. 43.5 seconds left to go. 22-14 now, Oldham County. Back in front. GRC has never led in this game. Maxwell with Grant in the backfield with him. Two wideouts to either side, and Oldham County jumped. It was either the center or that right side defensive end. It looks like it may have been Avery Lavelle, the senior, and he's coming off the field, going to come over and do some push-ups.
Have a conversation, right?
During halftime, we'll run down those scores again for you. We'll run down the scoring plays of the first half. We have a lot in store for you, so make sure you stay with us here on Glycod.com. Again, next week, we'll be right here again. Bullitt East comes to town. Here in Buckner, Kentucky, here's an empty backfield.
A little
scrambling. Maxwell, left side, going to get a little bit.
Got to get out of bounds.
Gets a first down, and then knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Stops the clock with 34.4. So you did get a first down here. The run will go for 13 yards. Oh, check that. It's 8 yards because they got the offsides. So an 8-yard scamper by the quarterback. But really, as Oldham County kind of goes to a cover 4 here, just umbrella coverage out there, they're going to back up, let them have anything in front of them. Here's a little outlet and the
don't get fancy.
Interception. Interception by Oldham County, but was he out of bounds? The catch was made, and then going out of bounds was GRC's catch. The receiver was trying to do the old hook and ladder, and when he pitched it, he had gone out of bounds, so it stays with GRC.
You just hand it off or get out of bounds, one of the two. Cover 4 is a great chance to run a flood concept, and what I mean by that, Jim, is to put your 3 receivers over there.
Now, the officials are still talking about this. The referee and the field judge still talking, and it's going to stay the way they ruled it to begin with. It's an 8-yard catch, and I believe that the catch was made by Barry, and then Barry just tried to tap it to the player coming from behind. But Barry will get credit for an 8-yard catch, and we have 28.2 remaining now before halftime.
And it's hard to say over there, before I got too far ahead of myself, but it's hard to say when that happens. Defensive back might have had a toe on the line. It's really hard to see. It's quick. You're not expecting it. So
McBroom wanted an explanation, so he got it from the referee. I
think it's fair just to let
Washington in the backfield. Snap. Pressure. Maxwell sets, throws, and intercepted. Intercepted at the 40-yard line. Coming back the other way. Getting inside GRC territory at the 41-yard line. Brian Monteleone. Monteleone, the senior, 6'3", 190, picked him off on the sideline, gets it into GRC territory. The return, 19 yards. And now Oldham in business with 15 seconds left and 2 timeouts. They could take a shot here.
They ran exactly that flood concept I was talking about. 3 receivers at the sideline. The problem was the middle and the shallow receiver were within about 3 yards of each other, and he overthrew that middle receiver.
Trips to the right side, 1 to the left. So Shepard, the only back, he'll block. Throwing Young to the side. It's caught at the 22-yard line.
They've got 2 timeouts. They take one there.
Ducking inside the 20-yard line to the 19. That is a gain of 22 yards. The catch made by Travis Edgar, the junior receiver, and they do take one of their timeouts with 8.1 seconds left. So you figure here, 1 timeout, you can take a shot in the middle of the field. You could take a shot to the end zone. You could run Young if you got that timeout to get closer. There's a lot of options here with 8.1 seconds remaining for Oldham County.
I think with my kicker, I'd take a shot at the end zone here, corner route, maybe a fade. Or you could throw one short, have a check down. It takes about 6 seconds to run a decent pass route. So it leaves you 2 seconds, and you can think about it then. But I'd probably take a shot here and then see where I'm at in time. It's first down after all.
So they do have a new set of downs, really kind of immaterial here, trying to get a score on with 8.1 seconds to go in the half after they intercepted a Tyreek Maxwell pass and get another shot at extending their lead. It was 14-14 with 2:45 to go. GRC had the momentum, and then Oldham County, a long drive down the field to score with less than a minute. And now they have it again. Young's going to throw. One-on-one coverage.
Corner route.
And way overthrown, trying to hit Alexander one-on-one over here on the left sideline. Spade, the wide receiver / defensive back for GRC, was on coverage, but really no chance to catch that
Just
one.
like I drew it up. Kicker's out there now. So
Huerta on now to try a field goal. This will be a pretty decent kick here. It'll be a 37-yard field goal.
The wind to his back, though, maybe a little bit of a crosswind. We saw him kicking off. He can hit it, but it's definitely harder to kick with a holder than it is a tee. I promise you, the holder messes up a little bit. You pull it.
GRC loading up on that right side of the defense to try and come after this one. 3.8 seconds remaining. Timeout. They're going to ice him. Chirico wants to use it. Well, you can't put him on the mantle at home, so you might as well use them all. And Huerta, we'll see if he's iced at all by this timeout by GRC.
I think it ends up icing the holder more now and the snapper than it does the kicker. A lot of these kickers, if they've been doing it for a while, even soccer players, you're used to it. As a soccer player, you got to take a penalty kick, and a lot of it's a mind game, right? You got a goalie that's looking at you, you got this looking at you, and it's the same thing when you get iced as a field goal kicker. It's a head game. So you might not get bothered by it, but the holder and the long snapper are the ones that usually get bothered by it because the long snapper's down. Now he's got to get up, move around, come back to it. That's where it gets messy.
Huerta has not kicked a field goal this season. He has attempted one, missed it, and he missed an extra point earlier in this game. So Huerta from the right side hash mark will try to curl this back between the posts from 37, make it 36 yards.
The wind stopped blowing as well, so no wind now.
Snap, placement, hold. It's got distance.
Oh, that's pretty. You get it?
And it's good.
Yeah.
Huerta from 36. And that'll end the first half. Oldham County now with a 2-possession lead again, 25-14. How about the leg of the young man with zeros on the clock?
I think that was good from 10 more yards.
Yeah, he had a ton of leg in that one. Could have kicked that one from 47. So that is how the first half will end. Oldham County, a 36-yard field goal from Huerta, his first of the year. And halftime has arrived, 25-14, Oldham County with the lead. We'll begin our halftime coverage in just a moment. Come back with us here on Glycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
Back here at Oldham County High, halftime has arrived. 25-14 is your halftime score. First thing we're going to do in our halftime festivities in the opulent press box here at Chris Landers Stadium is head over to Colby Martin and check out the scoreboard and other scores going on in the area, especially that other district game in District 8 of 6A. The winner here will get third place in the district and travel to whoever loses that other game with Bryan Station and Madison Central.
Well, let's start right there, Jim. Madison Central is still up 14-7 at halftime. We've got St. X, PRP 28-8. St. X leads at the half. We've got Franklin County 28, Central 6 with 2 minutes to play in the 12 seconds rather in the second quarter. I can't read tonight. We've got Ballard up 10 over Scott County 7 at the half. Bullitt East 14, Mel 28 in the third quarter. Manual 39, Butler 0 in the third. And then we've got Trinity 49-7 over Eastern in the second quarter. That's about it. Sorry, one more. Southern 21, Fern Creek 7 in the third.
There you go. You're updated on the scoreboard now. We'll run down the scoring plays in this one and tell you how we got to 25-14 coming up in just a moment. It's halftime, 25-14 Oldham County on Glycod.com.
Old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online. CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt. Tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
At game time here in Oldham County, the weather 55 and cloudy. We've lost a degree since then, 54 now. We're not expecting any rain, or actually expecting it to clear up a little bit overnight. We'll see some sunshine tomorrow and then rain moving back in tomorrow evening in this area. High tomorrow 61, but the temperatures are definitely dropping. We are hitting a fall period in the state of Kentucky, as we normally do in high school football season toward the end of the year, and it is absolutely gorgeous now with this cool temperature that Colby Martin's complaining about his hands not working, but this is football weather.
It is great. If I was out there, I would love it. Put some rain in it. I'd love it even more if I were out there.
You'd be one of those linemen that wore gloves, wouldn't you?
No. I actually, I got to tell the story real fast. Youth football, I used to coach first and second graders, and I never forget, it was raining all day. The hurricane had actually come through, so we had the remnants of it. It's raining. It's about 53 degrees. We're up 36-0. There's less than a minute to play, and I just wanted to keep scoring touchdowns because I like to have my offense rolling. So I'm calling timeouts to get the ball back. I have fans in the crowd probably ready to hang me on the field because it's been raining the whole day. But that was just my mentality. I wanted to just go out there and prove something.
Parents were probably there's a picture of you with a red line through it hanging on somebody's garage. That's probably why they don't let me
coach anymore.
Here are the scoring plays in this one to get us to 25-14. First quarter, Oldham County took the opening drive of the game and got down the field fairly quickly. Made a 36-yard touchdown pass from Sam Young to Jacob Davis happen. Young's 14th touchdown pass of the year. Davis's third touchdown catch of the season. And Huerta's extra point was no good. So early on, 6-0. Oldham County got it right back with 3:24 to go in the first quarter. 7-yard touchdown run by Young. That's his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. The 2-point conversion, they go for it after Huerta's missed extra point on the first touchdown. And Garrison ran it in. So it made it 14-0 with 3:24 to go in the first. Looked like there could possibly be a rout going on in this game. GRC answers. 11:07 to go in the second quarter. They get an 11-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Tyreek Maxwell, his first of the year, to Tate Spade, his first touchdown catch of the season. The extra point added by Turley made it 14-7. GRC right back with it, 2:45 to go. Before halftime, a 29-yard unbelievable catch. We're talking SportsCenter-like from Maxwell, his second touchdown throw of the year to Camden McAlpin, who caught it after it was tipped in the end zone by an Oldham County defensive back. Turley's extra point made it 14-0. All of a sudden, momentum, the address of Mr. Moe was on the GRC sideline, and it was all knotted up. But Oldham County got it back to their sideline. 53.3 seconds left to go before halftime. Young runs it in from 16 yards away, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. The 2-point conversion by Shepard was good as he ran it in after an offside call on the GRC defense. That made it 22-14. And then Huerta, the field goal kicker, as time expired right before halftime, connects on a 36-yard field goal. That made it 25-14. GRC will get the ball out of the locker rooms at halftime, which we will have for you coming up in just a moment. This is Glycod.com.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Taking a look at the candidates for player of the game here in this contest between Oldham County and George Rogers Clark High School. Sam Young for Oldham County with 1 touchdown pass and 2 rushing touchdowns. Definitely on the watch list. How about the defense, though, for the Colonels, as they have three interceptions tonight. Yeah. Brian Monteleone has an interception. So does Jacob Davis. And I believe Aiden Sherman has an interception. So all 3 guys with 1 interception tonight. And Oldham County coming into this game, they did not have but 1 interception all year. So they've tripled their output in this game alone. For GRC, their candidates, well, you have to put Tyreek Maxwell up there, the transfer from Frederick Douglass. He has got 2 touchdown passes tonight. But Tate Spade and Camden McAlpin, they've caught 1 apiece, and McAlpin has an interception for the GRC Cardinals. We'll take our last time out, come back, and get ready for the second half. That's next here on Glycod.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt. Tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Oldham County, GRC, 25-14. Colonels in the lead on their home field here in Buckner, Kentucky. Just a couple of minutes left here before the halftime warm-ups will end, as GRC just now making their way out of their halftime meeting back across the field behind the stands from where the press box is. It's across the way. They were meeting back there as a team, and now just pouring onto the field on the gate to our left. And if Colby Martin, if you're Joe Chirico, your offensive coordinator got a little cute in the first half. What are you telling your team in the team meeting over there for halftime?
I think you go back to basics on offense. It was working for you in the first half. You did get lucky on that little cute formation, the tip drill. But kind of go back to the basics. You're getting a lot of pressure. Maybe spread out your wide receivers a little bit more. Don't bunch up. The bunch seems to be hurting them because Oldham County seems to be sitting back in the zone while they're blitzing. So it's not giving the quarterback enough time to make a good read and make a good play.
We are having a show put on by Jose Huerta, the field goal kicker.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually lining up and trying a 50-yard field goal, sometimes 51 or 52. And he's got leg to get it to the crossbar.
He hit the far post on a 50-yarder right when we came back from that last commercial.
And he's doing that
middle.
with a team manager as the holder.
Yeah.
Not his normal holder holding the football on the snap. So the practice show by Huerta has been very, very interesting. So if you're Tayshawn McBroom, Oldham County going into the locker room, I think your offense made a nice little comeback there. You get the interception with less than a minute to go, and then you go down and get the field goal. So you make it a two-possession game. GRC gets the football. Your defense, you just kind of keep doing the same thing you've been doing. Are you going to sell out and just bring everybody to the quarterback?
I kind of like the idea of mixing it, disguising a blitz, setting back in the zone. I think if you give them the opportunity to think they're going to throw the ball, I think Oldham County sets themselves up really nicely because it helps stop the run, really fill those gaps. One thing I noticed was they're working better on the outside gap, the C gap, the B gap, where they kind of got killed last week with Madison Central on the run. If you can keep filling those with the linebackers and dropping the others back in coverage, you look like a really good defense, really good defense.
The 3 wins, if you're wondering, for GRC this season, one was a COVID win, and we mentioned that earlier, the Madison Southern game, second week of the season. Their other 2 wins, Martin County at Martin County. Boy, I bet that was a road trip. And Campbell County at home back in the middle of the season, games 5 and 6 on their schedule. So they have not – their wins haven't come against the strongest teams this year in high school football. Whereas Oldham County, their first 6, they beat some Simon Kenton in there. Fern Creek is in there. South Oldham is in there.
They broke the 10-year streak at South Oldham, too.
I mean, that's a big win. There are some big victories on this schedule. And then to hit district, they just hit the skids. Lost to Central 31-15, and then Bryan Station got them down in Lexington 42-21. I think they were in those games early, and they got away from them toward the end of the second half. Here's the kickoff by Huerta. We're ready to go as GRC will get the football unless something funny happens here, and we'll see if Oldham County goes off sides. Looks like they're going to hold back this time. And the kick is away, and it's deep. You give Huerta a chance. 1 yard deep, it's a touchback. Washington, once you cross that plane, you're not allowed to come out. That's designed to protect the player more than anything. So, and then you reward the kicker as well for getting it to the end zone. So
that still weirds me out every time I see that. I'm like, you're going to run the ball back, but you can't. Obviously, I'm okay with that. It's a good safety rule there.
That's where a lot of injuries happen in high school football, are those kickoff returns. So everybody's running full speed at everybody else. From the 20-yard line for GRC to start this first drive of the second half. Maxwell back at quarterback, going to give it to Garant up the middle, going to burst through, maybe get about 6. Holding on for dear life at the point of contact was the linebacker Wesley Rios-Lara. Boy, Rios-Lara he's probably got about 7 tackles already. 6-yard gain for Garant, first down run. It makes it 2nd and 4, and GRC moving forward again with their offense. We've seen times in the first half where they moved backwards on first down. Durant stays, this time on the right hip. Now moved over to the left. Maxwell will give it to him again. Fumbled the football, and it is recovered by Oldham County. It never was clean on the handoff. Maxwell just didn't get it to Garant, and he could not secure the football. And another turnover. That's the 4th of the game for GRC, and that's opposed to just 1 for Oldham County.
What did we talk about early on? Keep the ball. Don't turn it over. Manage the game. That's just one of those things there, though. The handoff was a little high, and he just kind of tossed it to the
Short
defense.
field, 30-yard line in GRC territory. Oldham County can take control. Young's going to run. Got some blockers. Gets caught from behind. Brought down inside the 25. Getting over there to bring him down was Landon Markham, the junior defensive lineman. Markham holds on for dear life, and a 7, maybe 8-yard gain here to the 22 for Young on first down. Just going to go right at him here, I think. Young under center. Shepard in the backfield. H-back on the right side. That H-back is Keon. And they'll run Shepard, and Shepard gets the first down. Red zone time for the Colonels as he'll get to the 18-yard line. Coming over to make the tackle is Hayden Heath. Pardon me, I've got the hiccups. I always get them at the worst time.
Chug you some water. It'll go away.
GRC fumbles on their first drive after halftime. Oldham County in the red zone because of it. 1st and 10. Young to Shepard, delayed handoff. He's not going to get a whole lot. He'll fall forward to about the 16. Couple yards on first down. On the bottom of that one, Angus Mann, and also coming up to help out was Ty Miller. Miller was active in that first half on the defensive side of the ball for the Cardinals. 2nd and 8 coming up now from the GRC 16. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 left. They spread it out big time here. 2 backs in the backfield. Young going to roll to the right side, throws. It is incomplete off the face mask of Jacob Davis. Running a little out pattern underneath. Coverage that time by Arthur Haskins. Haskins has made some big plays in the defensive secondary for GRC, but that'll bring up 3rd and 8 on the incompletion. Davis normally, what I remember of him the last couple of years, has been a sure-handed receiver. And what we have seen tonight, he has dropped a couple that have been right in his hands. 3rd and 8. Davis this time the slot guy on the left side. Rolling. Option, and Young's not going to get there. But they may go for it.
It was the right decision to keep the ball, too, there, because if he had a pitch, the linebacker was right there ready to take the ball.
Young able to duck down to the 12-yard line. So they're 2 yards away. Actually, 4 yards away. It's going to be 4th and 4. Offense stays out there. And it's a long 4. I thought they had to get to the 10, but they actually have to get to the 8-yard line. Under center is Young. Shepard in the backfield, 4th and 4. Tried the hard cadence. And now they're going to look for the play call, maybe just try to draw him off sides here. Young puts Shepard on his left hip. Snap, rolling. Shepard, he's going to get there, and he's going to get the touchdown. 3rd rushing touchdown of the game for Sam Young. Taking advantage of the turnover. Sorry, Colby.
No, you're okay. He read those blocks really well. He at first kind of got the ball to the outside. He looked at his tight end, wanted to cut up, but then he bounced back out because he had his blocker. It was a really good read by him just to hit the hole, the right spot, and get to the end zone there.
Word on to kick the extra point. That's Young's 13th rushing touchdown of the year. Word missed one in the first quarter. Kicked a 36-yard field goal before the halftime break, and here's the extra point.
We got
flags coming.
Oh, roughing the kicker.
And Huerta is down. The flag coming from the back judge, though. I'm not sure that's a roughing call. This may be offsides against GRC.
Let's see. I mean, it looks like it hit the plant.
The extra point is good.
Yeah.
So they may just decline it.
Yeah, I would if I were them. Just move on.
See what the call is here. They're still talking about things. Now Chirico will bring his team over to the sideline. If the extra point stands, it'll be 32-14. Are we going to get an explanation in signals from the official? We, by the way, did not get the officials' names tonight. It's a personal foul against GRC. So this would be marked off on the kickoff. So the extra point, good by Huerta. And we now have a score of 32-14. And we'll return in just a moment to continue this one from Oldham County on Glycod.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Sam Young now with 13 rushing touchdowns on the year. He threw one in the first quarter, so he's got 14 passing touchdowns. He continues to play like he has been. He may catch himself with more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns. Huerta will kick it off 32-14 now with 8:56 to go in the third. And he's kicking after the unsportsmanlike or personal foul call, and he just bombs it into the end zone.
There again, off the tee, that's a 55-yard field goal, but you got to have a holder. So what a leg.
It would have been good from about 65.
Oh, absolutely.
Hit blacktop back there. But the 15-yard personal foul call had him kick from the GRC 45, so a little easier for him to aim for the field goals that way. The ball at the 20-yard line for GRC. Maxwell comes out. Garant goes back to the running back spot after they used Washington back there a couple of times. Going to throw the quick out. It is complete to the wideout Washington. Got behind a couple of blockers. Got close to a first down. Let's see where they mark this. Just shy of the 30-yard line. And now they say first down. So the sticks will move as the ball got to the 30. And that will be a 10-yard gain in the first down for the receiver, Kalen Washington. Trips to the left side as GRC tries to go tempo. Snap, Maxwell, going to throw quickly again, pumped, now rolling, going to get sacked. Back at the 27-yard line.
Jimmy had his check down there. All he had to do was just get the ball out there, gain 1 or 2 yards, get out of bounds. It was an easy check down.
Yeah, they had Barry out there who had lined up as one of those wideouts in that trips. They're going to say 26, so a loss of 4 on the play on the sack, 2nd and 14. Coming up, looking to see who made that sack, but didn't see who came off the bottom of the pile. Zach Teague was involved in there, coming from his linebacker spot. And I believe another man that was involved in that was Caden Osborne. Rios Lara, check that. Now the defense is shifted to the left side. Did somebody move on that offensive line? False start against GRC.
Looks like the right tackle. Right. 52. That's who the official was pointing at. But I didn't see it. I mean, he may have put his hand down.
That would have been Jesse Allen McQuaid, the right guard.
Okay.
Well, anyway, they back him up 5, and it's 2nd and 19 now. And GRC back to what they were suffering from in the first quarter, being way behind the sticks. Maxwell's going to roll to the left side, look to throw, middle of the field. Caught at the 34-yard line, somersaulting forward to the 36. Big-time play there by Washington. And on the tackle was Dustin Keown. They have really used Washington in that wide receiver spot tonight, throwing to the sideline. They go to tempo again, 3rd and 3. It's a long 3. They throw it. Washington able to get away from one, get upfield, and he gets the first down. Got to the 40-yard line. That's where he had to get, and they will move it again. Wow. 2nd and 19. They got 16, and then they get the 3 they need on 3rd and 3.
A lot of arm tackles, or he's got nice moves out there. He's all over the place. Shifty, they call him, right?
So he's going to come to the backfield. They move Grant now into the slot, kind of more like an H-back on this right side with 3 receivers. Fake the handoff? No, they give it to Washington. He's caught, and he's dropped in the backfield. 2 guys back there to do it. Sam Oldham, Avery Lavelle.
Yeah, they were setting that up. GRC had moved the ball. They rolled out to the left.
Timeout, GRC. 6:26 to go here in the third. Oldham leads 32-14. Back in a moment. This is GlideCod.com.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on GlideCod.
GRC facing 2nd and 15 after running play went awry and 5-yard loss. Good defensive play by Sam Oldham and Avery Lavelle. Maxwell awaits the snap. He's got Grant in the backfield, fakes the handoff, goes middle of the field, almost picked off, incomplete.
Dangerous.
He's throwing into a lot of traffic over there, and there's a lot of blue jerseys. It hit about 3 defenders' hands before it finally fell incomplete at the 45-yard line. He was trying to get Washington again.
Hot potato out there, right?
Goodness gracious. Tipped once. I think the first guy to hit it was Dustin Keown. And then the second guy who has already got an interception here tonight that may have gotten his hands on it was Sherman. And then Zachary Davis, or check that, Trent Garrison also got his hands on it. Throwing, got a man, drops
Busted
it,
zone.
and got him.
Got behind
Catch
the defender.
made at the 36-yard line. It's the young man we have mentioned all night long catching the ball for GRC, Kalen Washington. That time he got behind the defense, gave him a little shoulder move, and got free to the 35. Big gain and a first down, a gain of 25 for the Cardinals. And now whistles everywhere. Timeout. Oldham County had an extra player on the field, and they had to call a timeout to avoid the 5-yard penalty. We going to take this one cold?
Yeah, we might as well.
6:05 to go in the third, 32-14. GRC with the football trailing by 18 here on GlideCod.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on GlideCod.
Back to play after the timeout. 6:05 remaining in the third. GRC trying to stay in this game. They throw a quick wide receiver screen to Washington. Got away from a tackle. Going to get about 9 yards before able to get over there is Waylon Starr, the sophomore, to bring him down. They have run that wide receiver screen about 12 times in this game, and Washington's just such an athlete and just a freshman. Unbelievable.
I think it's working because they're bunching their receivers up over there, and there's not a lot of room to work, so it's easy to block.
They're also blocking extremely well.
Yeah.
Here's Grant, middle of the field. Got a little bit. We'll get the first down. Ducks down inside the 25 to about the 22. It's a gain of 6. Moves the sticks. And the far hash mark for the start of this play. And knocking on the door of the red zone the Cardinals offense. Garant, again, middle of the field, gets hit early. Not going to find much. I'm not sure if he got inside the 20 or not. We'll have to wait for the spot. Just a couple. They never did get him down. Just gang tackled him just shy of the 20-yard line. Maybe the length of the football. A little bit more. Gain of 1. We'll call it the 21, 2nd and 9. They do a little movement in the backfield where they take Grant from one hip to the other of the quarterback and hope that they bring that linebacker with him. They do it again here. Trips formation left side. Now they switch him back. And a false start on the wide receiver, Spade, on that far side. He moved a little bit early.
While we're walking that off, I have a correction on that score earlier. Bryan Station is up 14 over Madison Central 7. So source was correct. We got it flipped around. Bryan Station 14, Madison Central 7 in the third quarter.
District championship game between those two. The loser of that will play the winner of this one in the first round of the playoffs in 2 weeks. So the penalty will take 5 away from them, back to the 26 now, and it's 2nd and 14. And very late getting onto the field was the play call with Maxwell from the sideline. 2 wideouts to either side, really spreading it out. Here, in motion goes Washington. Snap. Looking, pressure, rolling. Now going to throw, complete to Garant out of the backfield. Gets down the left sideline, stepped out right near the first down marker. He's going to be just a little bit shy. They are in the red zone now as they get down to the 16-yard line. No, they're going to mark him at the 15. They are 3rd and 3 now, needing to get to the 12. Garant is the back. Trips to the left. Garant up the middle, got hit early. Only going to get about 1. Big man in the middle that hit him was Rios Lara. The senior makes the big tackle, will bring up 4th and a very long 2 here for GRC, and they have to go for it with 3:25 left to go in the third quarter, down 18. They have no choice.
So if I'm them, I would line we keep lining the running back up in a pistol, but then we're moving them to the side. Keep them in the pistol. That way it's harder for the defense to know which way you're going to go, because they're probably going to run it here. That's what it looks like. It's a bunch formation tight.
They go instead with Washington in the backfield. They give it to him, trying to get the edge. Cuts up. He may have gotten it. I believe he did. He's down right at the 11-yard line. It's a first down. Already the signal coming from the referee. So they pick it up on 4th down. And now at the 11-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11 for GRC's offense. And now they try to get to the line quickly. Washington will stay in the backfield. They'll stay with the trips over on the left side. That is the short side of the field. And now they move Washington to that other hip, and he gets hit early. He's going to be brought down as he got to the 10. May have gotten to the 9. Wesley Rios Lara. Again, he has somewhere in the neighborhood of 620 tackles in this game. He has just been all over the field for the Colonels.
Sure, they just put the same number on everybody, so it looks like
it's Jackie Robinson Day. He is 42. Actually, he's 25, pardon me. They give 2 yards to Washington. Here's a chance in the end zone. Touchdown. It's Tate Spade who ran the slant, was able to get away from Tyler Lindemeyer, and it's a touchdown for GRC. This thing is not over yet. 2:15 to go here in the third. And GRC gets into the end zone. It's an 11-yard touchdown. Maxwell has thrown 3 touchdowns in this game, 2 of them to Spade.
It's great design. They've been setting up these plays. If you watch GRC, they'll run 2 or 3 plays to the same spot, the same run, different directions. Then they'll kind of bait the defense into selling out, and then they're throwing the ball. That was great. They just run the ball left, right, and then they throw a slant.
They're going to go for 2. GRC is 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Garant at the backfield. Tight end goes over to the left side. Now Garant goes to the left hip. They're going to roll Maxwell and try to throw it. It is there, complete. 2-point conversion is good, and that is Jalen Berry. Barry makes the catch, and the 2 is good, makes it 32-22 with 2:15 to go. Here in the third, we've got a football game again. Can Oldham answer and make it a much more comfortable lead? We'll find out when we come back on Glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Well, GRC refuses to go away. Another touchdown. This one an 11-yard touchdown pass. The quarterback Tyreek Maxwell throws his 3rd of the year, all in this game. Tate Spade has caught 2 this season, all in this game. And he caught that one then. Jalen Berry caught the 2-point conversion. So GRC cuts it back to a 10-point game. We'll see what they do here on the kickoff as Turley tees it up at the 40-yard line. They're going to bring one of the upbacks back closer to the line as they moved Lindemeyer, does Oldham County, up.
I think they're going to try to onside
close.
it.
They are. Turley kicks it in the bounce, goes high in the air, and it is loose, and GRC may have gotten it. An official comes in and says Oldham County football. The official came in very quickly and said Oldham County has recovered. Off the bottom of that pile is Travis Edgar. Edgar does some game-saving tactics up front on that kickoff line and is able to recover the football for his team.
That kick needed to be just a little bit to the left.
Boy, that thing took the bounce you like to see, though, doesn't it?
I love that bounce. It's like bouncing off the concrete.
Kicker, that's very satisfying, but just a fraction of a second too late coming in to try and take it away. 1st and 10 from their own 40 for Oldham County. Young with 3 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown tonight goes to the shotgun. Garrison is in the backfield with him. They give it to Garrison, and he's stacked up. May have lost a yard. First guy to hit him was Jeremy Clem, the linebacker, the senior. Plays on the offensive line. Played linebacker for the last 2 years. Starting linebacker for this GRC team. And they'll actually give a half a yard to Garrison, and I think they're being generous there. Second and just call it 10.
Yeah.
Young will go under center this time. They've got a different back in the backfield. They're going to pitch it and go to the left side, and coming in to slash and cut him down is Arthur Haskins. The running back is wearing number 41. I am not sure who 41 is, and I apologize, but the roster that Oldham County gave us, we do not have a 41. And the young man tried to run the football. They wanted to use his speed and space, pitching to the wide side. Haskins said, nuh-uh, not having any of it. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's being generous. 3rd and 10.
They're actually calling it 3rd and 9. So
half a yard, one way or the other.
Keep moving the ball.
Under a minute to play in the third. Young going to roll to his right and throw this time. Got a man, incomplete. Never turned for the football. Jacob Davis never looked back. Hayden Heath in coverage over there. Would have been a first down. It was right at the 48-yard line of GRC. And now looks like the punt unit coming on for the first time tonight for Oldham County. And their punter, he's a big one. Houston Manning, that big senior left guard, is the punter for Oldham County.
I think you have to punt here, Jim. You've got to put it down there and play your defense. We're going into the fourth quarter. We got 44 seconds left, so I think you got to do this here.
Back deep is Camden McAlpin with an interception and a touchdown catch.
Ooh.
And what a kick. What a kick by Manning.
Oh,
it's
muffed.
fumbled. And it's loose. And there's a fight for the football, and it's still loose.
It's staying in Oldham County.
And I think GRC may have gotten it back. They're going to uncover, and it is Oldham County football. Getting under there and getting it, and he's slow to get up. as one of the linemen, Isaac Starr, got down the field and recovered it for Oldham County. What a punt by Manning. It hung up there forever, and McAlpin never really had a chance at recovering that as the coverage unit was right in his face by the time the football got there.
And that's hard. You got the lights. It's hard to, as a kick returner.
I think you just got to get out of the way.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I mean, McAlpin is a freshman. You can't send a freshman back there and expect him to make a catch like that. And now –
Just move out of the way, young man.
a penalty flag?
No, I think we got a
timeout. It was going to be a substitution penalty against GRC, but they used one with 36.2 seconds remaining. Oldham County, the 5th turnover of the night for GRC. They have fumbled 2, and they have had 3 intercepted by Maxwell. He does have 3 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions as well. So 5 turnovers to just 1 turnover on the GRC side that they've been able to gain from Oldham County. So a -4 is GRC tonight in turnover margin. And you do not win many football games where you're -4 in turnover margin.
No, you have to.
You just don't see that.
No. It's rare, but no. You got to maintain the possession of the ball, and you can't have little mistakes like that. You're in it.
And I firmly put that on the sideline of GRC.
Yeah.
I love those guys over there, followed them for a long time, but you can't send a freshman back to make a catch like that.
Not when you're down 10. We're going into the 4th.
Get him away. Tell him to get away.
Yeah.
All right, from the 21, right next to the red zone here for Oldham County after the muffed punt. Near hash. Up the middle is the big fullback, but whistles blow. Shepard
the official
was having an easy time. Here's the flag. It is a false start. No delay of game. Okay, look, I may not have a bigger pet peeve in the game of football than you come out of a timeout and get a delay of game. I know it wasn't your timeout, but still, you've had your team on the sideline and gone over what you want to do. How do you have a timeout and then get a false start, or a delay of game penalty? And Tayshawn McBroom, he wants an explanation from the referee, and the referee, he's come over and give him one. Looks like McBroom is going to accept the explanation given to him by the referee. Gives the play to Young. Young goes back out to the huddle, but the ball goes back to the 27-yard line after all that is said and done. And you know what? In the end, who am I to complain about it? The most unlistened to man in America. Here's Young. Snap. Shepard. Fake it. Going to throw. Pressure. Rolling. Young trying to get away. Throws it down the field. Incomplete. Just threw that one away. Angus Mann was bearing down on him fairly hard, so Young had to get rid of it before he ran out of real estate.
Jim, I love your pet peeve, by the way. That should be easy to be upset about. The thing Kentucky, we don't show the play clock down here, right?
Yeah.
Over in Indiana,
they
quarterback
do have
can see it.
Yep.
It's a lot easier to figure that out.
You're exactly right. I mean, it is something you should make it visible, but I understand there's a cost involved.
Right.
And it does make it difficult, but still. Heck, put up one of the old, remember the old clocks with the hands that moved around they used to use in basketball? Let's move some of those in.
Or like the swimming pool clock sitting up there.
2nd and 15 after the incompletion. GRC lining everybody. I mean, they're 9 in the box right now.
Yeah.
Fake the handoff.
Good hat on hat blocking
and
there.
They throw it complete underneath to the 25. Making the catch is Zach Homan. First catch of the game. He's had some good games against GRC in the last couple of years. Sophomore, 6'2", 215. Good size. As a freshman last year, had a big game in the playoffs. He gets them back to the original line of scrimmage where they started, and that is the end of the third quarter. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 21-yard line coming up for Oldham County as we start the 4th and final frame. In just a moment, coming back, this is GlideCod.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter here in Oldham County. Colonels leading GRC 32-22, have the football. 3rd and 10, though, from the 21 of GRC. After a muff punt, Young will throw it down the sideline. It is touchdown. The official came down to make sure that the receiver had caught it. Diving catch at the goal line. Coming up limping, though, is the big, tall senior Wesley Alexander, and they're going to give him the touchdown at 21 yards. First play of the fourth quarter. Lead will go back out to 17 if Huerta will connect on the extra point.
It's a great catch, and it's hard as an official back there to determine whether or not he caught that. So unless you saw it bounce, you take that one and give it to him.
Well, the defensive backs for GRC immediately came up saying incomplete, but they give Alexander the touchdown catch, and now they push the lead back out to 16, possibly 17. Huerta, snap, placement, kick,
blocked.
Blocked. It is no good. Second missed extra point of the night for Jose Huerta, the kicker, who's been impressive here in this one with a 36-yard field goal and his distance in warm-ups. 11:52 to play in the game. It's now 38-22. What that extra point being missed does, though, Colby, is make it a two-possession game. You score a touchdown, get a two, and then another touchdown and get a two. You can possibly tie it. So I'm not saying it's in the realm of possibility. All I'm saying is a little bit more realistic for GRC on that opposite sideline, that it's in their sights anyway.
Yeah, it's a two-score game. Get 11 minutes and 52 seconds to play. You've played well all night except for the turnovers. Handle the ball, get downfield, put some points up, and go for two every time. You might as well at this point. It's a lot of game to play.
So Huerta will tee it up for Alexander. That is his 5th touchdown catch of the year, and that leads the team. So Alexander taking the lead in touchdown catches for this Colonel squad.
He's still a little shook up over on the sideline, though, just so kind of pay attention to that.
Here's the kick, driving. Washington back to the 2, and he fumbled it.
That's going to be...
Got a fall on it, and he does at the 9-yard line. Hit him right in the numbers.
Just move out
and bounced away from him.
Move out of the way again, right? Just let it go to the end zone.
Well, he is definitely a talented receiver, and they want him to have the football in his hands to try and make a play. But as a freshman, again, a freshman, sometimes you just got to
not picking on him by it.
Take the mistakes.
No,
you take the mistakes. That's right. He has to learn, and he'll learn from that experience. 38-22 from their own 9. Maxwell rolls to the right side, looks, throws, middle of the field, got a man, incomplete. Hit him right in the hands, and dropping it was Brady Denham, who is a quarterback most of the time this year for GRC. There, and most of this game has been a wide receiver, and he dropped it. He was wide open at the 15.
Should have had the gloves on.
yeah, exactly. Got to put the gloves on. Quarterback, though, they don't want to put those gloves on.
Yeah, unless you're Tom Brady, you wear one on the throwing hand.
Oh, that's crazy. 2nd and 10. And now 9-10 in the box for Oldham County. They're bringing everybody. Maxwell.
Run to the right here.
Runs to the right. Washington cut down in the backfield. Loss.
He's not down yet, though.
He got away from the tackle. They blew the whistle. He was pushed out of bounds. Oldham County still chasing after him, so he holds his hands up. The loss is back to the 7. And here's a flag on the play.
It's going to be unsportsmanlike on somebody, I would assume.
They're going to go over to Chirico and talk with him about something. So I don't know if they're asking him if he wants they wouldn't ask him if he wants yards on this. They would have to take it. So now the flag is picked up.
The way they're moving back, though, GRC, I'm going to assume it's on them. Something was probably said with the early whistle on that.
The official picked up the flag, never gave it. Oh, maybe he's going to give us a signal now. Inadvertent whistle. The down is being replayed. An inadvertent whistle. So it wasn't exactly a penalty. He was throwing his flag as more of an indication that something had to happen differently on the play than the outcome. So second and 10, inadvertent whistle.
I messed up flag. Is that what that was?
Yeah, that was pretty much my mistake. Maxwell throws, quick, out, dropped again. Is that Denham again? It was.
Yeah.
Second dropped pass of the drive. And Denham had maybe a yard or two he could have turned around and got upfield, but goodness gracious, 3rd and 10. 38-22 Oldham. And the way this drive is going for GRC at the 10-yard line and their own end of the field after fumbling the kickoff. Garant's in the backfield, right behind the quarterback this time. Maxwell, snap, looks to throw. Throws, and it's incomplete. Look for Spade on the sideline. Good break on the ball by Sam Young, who was playing on the sideline that time. Yeah. 2 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. Oh, I'll make a pass breakup. That's fine. No problem.
You know, they put him back in the pistol formation there to kind of keep the defense guessing which side the block was going to go, but that actually kind of hurt him on that play because had he been up next to the quarterback, he would have been able to block easier.
And I believe GRC is going to punt the football.
I would hope so. We got 12 players on the field, though. Count them with me, Jim. 1, 2, 3.
I think you're right. Oh, they're faking it.
I know.
Up the middle. Push. They're still going. They may have gotten a first down.
Yeah.
Did the football come out at the end? Oldham County is saying they got the football. Garant was the man running the football in the fake, and they say no first down. I thought they got to the 20, but apparently just short on the fake try, and that will give Oldham County the football on the 20-yard line of GRC.
I kept counting the whole play. They only had 11. It looked like they had 12 initially. Just had some small bodies up there on the line. It was a little confusing.
Well, you can't blame Joe Chirico for trying.
No, but you put yourself in a really bad position here. You're only 2 scores now.
Defense got to bow their back for the Cardinals if they want to stay in this. Shepard is the back. Young, snap, gives it to Shepard. Found a running lane. It closed off quickly. Gully grabbed him, brought him down, but not before the big man got to the 15. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just saw that lane open up and cut, but then Gully closed it up quickly. The guys that up front there for Oldham County have blocked extremely well in this game tonight, giving their running back some running room.
There's a little bit of a size disadvantage with that defensive line, but they've done really well. I mean, both teams have blocked really well for the most part.
2nd and 5 from the 15 in the red zone. Shepard going to bang down to the 12. The man making the tackle that time was Clem for GRC.
Really good at hitting his gap there. He slanted to it. That was really good defense. And they only gained a couple yards, but that was excellent to get in there and fill that.
They go in tempo here. They want to get 3rd and 3. And handoff Shepard, and they're taking advantage of a tired defense down to the 5. They're going to say that Shepard, though, hit down at the.
There's a flag,
Oh, there is a flag. A false start against Oldham County, I believe.
Can't say I saw it. I didn't see one out there at all. Did you?
It may have been that they weren't set because they tried to hurry up there.
Usually the receivers and tight ends get caught on that one. Receivers, especially if they get out there wide, they're going to set up, and they don't come to a complete stop.
So they bring Alexander in and take Lindemeyer back out. And Young will come to the huddle with a new play call on 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 2. From the 17, they try it again. 9:42 and counting to go in the game. Young's going to roll to the left side. Can he get in? He does. First down. Does he get all the way? No. Knocked out of bounds. He'll get the first down. It'll be goal to go. And it seems almost like an inevitability the way that Oldham County is running the football right now. Got down to the 2 before he was knocked off the sideline. Clock stops, 9:34. Young comes in with another play call. Boy, Shepard comes out of that stance and gets over there and blocks for him so quick for a big guy. Now in the backfield behind the quarterback, Young, who's under center. May just try to push this in and offsides. GRC trying to get that extra step, and they just can't help themselves. And if Oldham puts it in here, then we're probably talking about the hammer hitting some of the nails.
Yeah. What I'm seeing out there on those runs, the designed runs, when he's got the backer blocking, is they're doing what's called hat and hat. They've got 9 guys blocking 9 guys, and stop here so he can run this in. The big fella, he reaches.
Shepard tried to reach it across and could not. I'm not sure if he was able to gain very much of anything there. Who was that hit him first? Knifing in was Xander Clark, the linebacker. Held on. They'll try it again.
Shepard, wide receiver exposed here.
Yeah, Shepard. They're just going to push Young and try to get him across, and
they call a touchdown here on the near side.
Yeah, they did call it over here. Touchdown to Sam Young, his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. Goodness gracious. The young man's an athlete. That one just a 1-yard plunge. Shepard getting on him and pushing him into the end zone.
Could have picked him up and carried him like a hero over there, right?
So now that is Young's 14th rushing touchdown of the year. He has 15 passing touchdowns. Here's Huerta to add the extra point. This young man needs to get one through. It's been 2 missed extra points, but he connected on a 36-yard field goal. Snap, kick, up. That one may have made it. It did. Good for Huerta. 45-22 with 8:44 to go. Oldham County in control on Glycod.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to StinnettPlumbing.com.
Back here at Oldham County as we're getting ready for the kickoff.
Little update here score-wise. Bryan Station 14, Madison Central 13 in the 4th.
That's for the district crown. Here's the kickoff from Huerta. Bounces at the 6, taken at the 4. Washington looking for a lane. Gets to the 30, then gets hit hard as he got there. May have gotten forward to the 31. We'll see where they spot it. I would say the 30-yard line. The return is 26 yards for Washington. And as Chirico mentioned in our pregame interview with him, Colby, this is a team that has started freshmen. They've got great experience in games this season. They come back next year, you're going to have some experienced sophomores that can really help your football team.
If you keep this team together 1-2 years, they'll be really good in 3 years, I imagine. Experience does a lot in high school football and really any sport, but experience is huge.
Maxwell rolling, almost picked off. Over there on the sideline, Teague had his hands on it. Couldn't pull it in before he went out of bounds in front of the GRC sideline.
The only thing I'd do is if I were coach, I would teach these quarterbacks to just throw the ball away. Don't throw it to where it can get picked off. Throw it in the stands.
From the 30-yard line, 2nd and 10 now. Maxwell has got Washington in the backfield with him. Rolls him. Faked the pass, pumped it, tried to get to the right edge, gets pulled down after he got a yard at the most, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up for GRC.
I'd like to see him do something this way. Come near side to us. Go to his left. They're putting everything on his right side, and Oldham County is just sitting over there waiting.
They do give him the 32. 2 yards for the quarterback, Maxwell, on the scamper. 3rd and 8. We're under 8 minutes to play. Timeout. Or is it a flag?
Looks like an official timeout, maybe a uniform issue.
I believe there may be
or blood.
Yeah, that's the exposed blood rule. He has to come over to the sideline. He's not sure he's the one that actually has any exposed areas, but he's going to come over nonetheless. And they'll bring in, it was Sherman that they brought to the sideline. They bring in Lindemeyer to take his place over on that left corner of the defense. 3rd and 8. Quick throw. Complete to Spade. Spade, first down, and he got it. Up to the 43-yard line, and Spade takes a hard hit, and he is not getting up very quickly. He's still down.
You hate to see that.
Spade rolled over on his stomach. It is a first down. They're going to spot it at the 44-yard line. The gain goes for 12 for Spade, and that will get an injury timeout here to check on the wide receiver. 45-22, 7:46 to go. We'll take this timeout with them. You're with Glycod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Spade still being attended to on the field, and teams getting some instructions here as we are at the 7:46 mark left to go in the game. 45-22. Colonels lead over GRC. If things stand this way, and we think they will, at the end of this game, that'll be 3rd place wrapped up for Oldham County. So what we wait to hear is the final in that Bryan Station-Madison Central game. And that the last we heard was 14-13. Spade pops up here after taking a hard hit after that first down catch and run. If Station wins, they will be the district champ, and it'll be GRC and Bryan Station in the first week of the playoffs. That's 2 weeks down the road. And then this Oldham County team would travel to Richmond to take on a Madison Central team that Madison Central beat 31-15 just a couple of weeks ago. 1st and 10 from the 44. Maxwell rolling to the right side. Going to throw.
Wide
Got a man
open
behind him. Overthrew him. Trying to get Barry down at the 30-yard line. Just overthrew him by a little bit. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, he got behind the defense. They have been able to get behind this Oldham County secondary at times this game.
Yeah. Keeping all those receivers on that side and always going to the right causes your defensive backs to creep up. They're expecting a run. If the quarterback can't find a receiver can leak out like that. That might have been a little bit with the overthrow there, some timing issues.
Next week, Colby and I will be here. We think Joe Gamsky will be with us for that Bullitt East Oldham County season ender out of district play. Here's Maxwell with another throw, tipped and knocked to the ground. Trying to get Washington on that little bleeder to the sideline. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Trying to see who that was that hit that. That's Rios Lara that was tipping the pass. But I mentioned Bullitt East just how on a roll that team is. The Chargers and Ethan Ashley, their head coach, they've only lost one game coming into that male contest tonight. 55-14 the final score, but the only other game they had lost was to Graves County back in September. Maxwell, middle of the field, picked off. It's Monte Leon again. Second interception of the game for Monte Leon. Sixth turnover of the game for GRC. And it's now -5 in turnover margin between these two teams. GRC on that negative side.
I would like to see them throw the ball left, go to his left, but they're keeping everything on the right hash over there. And if you're Oldham County, you're just sitting there waiting for that to happen. Giving you the ball as a Christmas present.
Ball was low, and Monte Leon goes and scoops underneath of it, pulls it up.
Really good scoop.
Ball at the 40-yard line, 7:29 to go. And now it looks like they're going to send another player off because of a blood issue. This time it's going to be Zachary Davis, the sophomore, that has to come over. They still haven't sent anybody out to the sideline.
Okay, there was a quarterback swap there. So Davis is going to play quarterback, it looks like now. He must have Young out.
So now, they're going to take Young out of the game. Davis comes in to play quarterback, fumbled the snap, throws it back to Caden Osborne, and Osborne not able to get back to the line of scrimmage before he was driven back. Or are they going to give him the 40? I think they may come in and give him the 40-yard line. No gain on the play by Osborne. I didn't think he made the 40.
I don't think so either. That's why nobody was ready, because Young's out and they're looking for a quarterback. Someone put a helmet on and go out there and play it.
Young's night is done. Throw, Davis down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Flag comes in.
Though.
They're going to get the defensive back, Elias Webb, the senior, intended for Joshua Soder.
Final score update, Bryan Station 21, Madison Central 13.
So that means Bryan Station wins. That means Bryan Station will be the district champ, and they will get GRC in the first round. GRC actually played Bryan Station fairly tough in Lexington, 9-7, the final score of that game.
Defensive shootout.
A couple of weeks ago. Oldham County will travel to Madison Central for that 2-3 matchup in the district. Here's the handoff. And spinning is the running back Osborne, and Osborne will get to the 40-yard line. 6:20 now and counting as we look for Oldham County just to run the clock out here. Second and long 5 coming up.
9-7 finals, a Big Ten game, right?
Yeah. Nebraska, Iowa.
Yeah.
Snap, turn, handoff. They catch Osborne in the backfield this time. He's not going to get anywhere. Two Cardinals converging on him fairly quickly. One of them was Markham, and the other one was Angus Mann. They actually lose a couple of yards back to the 42, 3rd and 7. Got to get to the 35. remains Osborne in the backfield, under center now. That quarterback that went out and then came back in, Zachary Davis. Davis with a long count now looks to the sideline. 2 wideouts to either side. He may try to throw another one here.
Might as well. A single safety, and some gap there.
Handoff. And caught. Oh, getting away from the tackle is Osborne down the sideline. They may not get him. Knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Finally coming over Elias Webb to put the hit on him. They had him bottled up in the backfield, did GRC's defense. Sam Clements, the freshman, had him, let him out of it, and a big gainer.
Poor Landon Snyder got run over, but he did make enough contact with the defensive back to buy a couple more yards for the running back there. That was really good, decent blocking downfield.
They say Osborne got to the 8 before he stepped out. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Here's Davis directing Osborne. He wants him to come up a little closer. Now they back up one of the receivers. Snap, middle of the field, not a lot. Actually made, and they got back to the line of scrimmage. Why not? We'll be generous. Osborne on the carry. 2nd and goal now. Stays at the 8. The first string is on the sideline, and they're really punching for Osborne to get a rushing touchdown here. Not sure he's double-checked to see if he's had one. And he has a touchdown this season, rushing, 1.
Hand it off to the right. That's what they do.
They do. He tries to cut back in and stopped right there again. Driven back. Gully is holding on, as well as Clements. Clements not going to let him out of that one. We may see Huerta again before this thing's over with. 3rd down and goal. Again, just inside the 8.
This is a reputation down, and GRC wants to make sure that no more points get put on the board.
Looks better in the paper, right?
It does, and it kind of sets you up next week.
He's going to try it himself. Nope, Clements was there.
See the leverage there, Clements. He got inside the blocker, so that way the option had nowhere to go.
Another impressive freshman for Joe Chirico. At George Rogers Clark, Sam Clements. He's listed 5'10", 160. No. He's a little taller and a little heavier. Listed as a backup quarterback, too. So
impressive. Going for it on 4th and goal here.
4th and goal, same spot, the 8. And he's going to be sacked. Clements again. They tried the play action fake and then roll the quarterback Davis back to the left side, and Clements didn't buy any of it, was waiting for him.
They did the exact same thing earlier, and it didn't work either. He sat all over it all night.
So 3 minutes now left to go. The clock continued to run even after the stop was made.
Now the official catches that.
And the official sees it. Now it's stopped at 2:43, but it kept going. At around the time the sack was made by Clements, it
had 3:10 on mine.
At about 3:08 is what I saw. I wanted to check for Clements and see if that was his first sack of the year, and it was. So congratulations to the freshman for getting a sack.
You're going to reset it at 3:01.
Well, let's double check. He's still looking at it. I think they want 3:05 is what he's looking for.
Now they're going back to 2:50. Yeah,
3:05. Even I could hear that. So
yeah.
Well, the fans have had fun here tonight. Very vocal. Apparently the message losing something in translation, and now they finally get it to 3:05.
Like telephone. The official said 3:05. One member in the crowd said 3:02, and then it got up here and it was 2:50. So that's the only thing I can think of. Want some area scores while we hang out here?
They bring Denham back in at quarterback for GRC. We're ready to go. Pitch it to the right side to Maxwell. He is going to get a little bit before he's driven out of bounds, up near the 20, possibly the 21. It's a gain. They started at the 10-yard line of this. No, the 15, pardon me, the 15. So he's going to gain 6 on first down, make it 2nd and 4. As quickly as we had a first half go through, the second half has been like the Iron Age. I mean, it's just slogged here in the second half.
A little bit more throwing in the second half than the first half.
Goodness. Denham claps, looks, pitches again to Maxwell, and he's going to throw. And he's got a man behind the defense, and he overthrows him again. Right past midfield was the receiver, and they had him, Joey Hill, sophomore, diminutive at 5'8", 145, but still got behind the defense. And Maxwell's overthrown a couple he'd like to have back here tonight. 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's an easy thing to do, though. I see so many college quarterbacks do it. They just overthrow because they get excited. They see a wide receiver wide open, and they throw to a point rather than just throwing the ball downfield.
Coming up in the postgame, we'll tell you about some other scheduled games that we'll have next weekend. It'll be the big male manual matchup. That should be a lot of fun. RPO, handoff. Denham goes to the running back, and he's dropped for a loss. Not able to get going was Maxwell on that one before he just unceremoniously dumped at the 17-yard line, and it brings up 4th and 8 now after the loss on the play. Trinity, just not the same Trinity this year. 2-7 when they came into the game against Eastern tonight. That Fern Creek Southern game might have been a good one. District 4. Manuel and Butler. Butler, boy.
Some pretty.
Saw them against Mayo. They have really suffered. You feel for that team over there. A little tradition in their favor. Here's the punt. Maxwell, short, bounces, 45. Takes a GRC bounce. Taken at the 32 by the return man, and he'll get upfield and out of bounds at the 45, and a flag coming in as I think a late hit is going to be put on GRC. Taking some liberties there was Jesse Allen McQuaid. St. X did lose that one game, but PRP tonight, that's a tough out. Franklin County and Central was a good game, and then Colby will have an update on that score for you as we move to our post-game show. 1:44 to play, and Oldham County will just move out the clock after this. Oh, they're going to give the personal foul call to Oldham County. Wow, I thought that was against McQuaid, but they give it to Oldham County instead, and it'll back them up after a nice return of 13 yards on the punt return. They go all the way back to the 30-yard line.
I was trying to look past this post here, and I couldn't really tell what it is unless it's somebody that was on the sideline did something.
So Bullitt East comes in here next week for our game, and they have a 5-game winning streak snapped tonight by Mayo. They were blowing people out before that, too. They scored 76 against Bullitt Central. Here's a run to the left side, and Osborne able to get a first down and a lot more as he gets to midfield.
Try to use that big stiff arm, the Derrick Henry stiff arm on him, but he kind of missed the delivery.
Gain of 20 by the running back, Osborne. As we move under a minute 30 in just a moment here. Now moving under a minute 30 to go. Unless Oldham County scores here in a fluke play, final is going to be 45-22. And Oldham again will travel to Richmond to take on Madison Central. Here's Osborne again. First down, a lot more. Trying to stiff arm. Pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Coming over to push him out that time. Yeah, I was watching that. Brady Denham or check that. It was not Denham. It was Elias Webb. Webb, a little bit of a attitude going on over there on the sideline. And the indication is a holding call against Oldham County. Well, you bring the guys down the depth chart in, a few mistakes being committed here, so.
Get them out. Get them out now and learn from them. They'll go back to the film next week and point out, hey, this is what you did wrong here. This is what you did right.
GRC calls a timeout with 1:11 to play. Ball taken back to the 42. So that means it's going to be 1st and 18. We'll run down the scoring plays in the postgame show. We'll check the scoreboard and a whole lot more coming up. We'll talk about players of the game on both sides of the ball, and then a way that you can actually be interactive and vote for the player of the week in the area. So we'll explain all that. Kobe will give you the explanation. The series since 2019 between these two teams moves to 3-2. Oldham County with the edge in that. And again, GRC will take on Connor next week to close down their season. Oldham County with Bullitt East, as I mentioned before, and we'll be here for that one. It'll be, as I said, Oldham County goes to Richmond for Madison Central in the first round of the playoffs in 2 weeks, and GRC will get Bryan Station in Lexington. A little bit shorter of a trip for the Cardinals. Man in motion, little touch pass to the man in motion in Edgar, and he'll get around the edge and get a first down before Sam Clements gets him down in GRC territory.
I'm going to put him at second and about 4.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the penalty, the holding penalty. You're right. Thank you, Colby. And they get to the 44-yard line of GRC there. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now 40 seconds remaining. We may get one more play, and that'll do it.
At this point, I would take a knee and just, in the game. That's victory formation it is.
And Davis will take the snap. Backs up Osborne behind him. Alexander goes behind him, pardon me. And that'll do it. 45-22, your final score. Oldham County takes 3rd place. GRC, winless in the district, will be in 4th place for the season. We'll take a short time out, come back, start our postgame show. This is Glycod.com.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing. proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt. Tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts. 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center. Design that feels like home.
Back here at Oldham County High School, final 45-22. Oldham with the win. They take third place in the district. Again, they will travel to Madison Central to take on the number 2 seed who lost tonight to Bryan Station. The final score in that game was 21-13. I received the box score from that game, and it appears that Madison Central, down 14-7, scored a touchdown with 2:55 to go in the fourth quarter and tried to go for 2 to win the game, and the rush by Brady Hensley failed, so it remained 14-13, and then Bryan Station able to hit a 78-yard touchdown pass from their quarterback Jaden Hurt to Trenton Cutright, and the kick was good, so kind of a insult to injury there in that game after Madison Central decides to go for 2 and try to take the lead. So Bryan Station wins the district. They will take on GRC in 2 weeks. Oldham County gets third place by winning this game. We'll take on Madison Central and Richmond in the 2-3 matchup in 2 weeks. And Colby, you've got scores from other games across the area.
Yeah, we've got all finals. Final score, Mel 55, Bullitt East 14, Manual 46, Butler 8, Trinity 56, Eastern 21, Southern 27, Fern Creek 19, Franklin County 35, Central 6, Ballard 24, Scott County 21, St. X 49, PRP 22, Bardstown 44, Fairdale 7, and obviously Bryan Station 21, Madison Central 13.
We'll assign players of the game when we come back. This is Glycod.com. Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027. Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Back here at Oldham County High, 45-22 final score. Colonels win over GRC. Tonight's most outstanding players are brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Visit their Crestwood location, 6159 West Highway 146, or online at andersonsales.com. Colby, for Oldham County, I think we've kind of decided that you can't choose anybody else but Sam Young. Brian Monteleone had a good game, 2 interceptions, yes. But Young with 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. He now has 15 on the year passing, 14 rushing. This kid just is phenomenal to watch him and his command of the game.
All over the field, offense, defense, he was everywhere, making pass deflections, 6 total touchdowns today. That is, how do you stop that? It's a great game for him today.
For GRC, we've kind of, by decision here, gone with Tyreek Maxwell, the quarterback for most of the game. He threw for 3 touchdown passes. He did have 3 interceptions, but he looked at times like, you know, he's going to pick this up. He's going to be good down the road. He's got another year after this one.
I was really impressed with him. I thought he commanded well. He ran the plays well. I don't know if it was by design to roll everything to his right. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but that's something to work on. But he had a really good game overall.
So those are our most outstanding players of the game. We will tell you in a moment when we return about the way that you can be interactive and you can choose the most outstanding players of the week. Colby will give us the rundown on that in just a moment. This is Glycod.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt. Tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Here at Glycod.com, we encourage you to be interactive with us, and Colby Martin can tell you how you can actually vote for who you believe the player of the week is in the Louisville area.
Well, this actually gets a little bit more interesting than that, Jim. Starting now, you can also nominate your favorite student-athlete for Glycod's Most Outstanding Student-Athlete Award. This winter, a male and female high school athlete will be recognized for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements during the fall sports season. So for more information, check us out on Glycod.com and submit an application of your favorite student-athlete. Doesn't matter what sport they play, they have a chance to win. There's a lot of planned things going on forward with this award, so
there you go. There it is. Go to Glycod.com. Get all the details and info. We encourage you to do so. We leave you one last time. What's Will's last name? I'm sorry.
Harper.
Will Harper on camera tonight. Appreciate his hard work. Did a great job for us. Kept you on the football on the video stream. Colby, appreciate your help. Colby Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a lot of fun today. First time doing the analyst and production. So.
Behind the eight ball, having to do it with me. So you did a great job. My name is Jim Tyree. Final score last time tonight, 45-22. Oldham County wins third place in Class 6A District 8 by beating GRC here tonight. Thanks for watching. This is Glycod.com.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, outdoor equipment specialists who make your life easier. Thompson Heating and Cooling, where your comfort comes first. Roy's Body and Glass Shop, locally owned and operated with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. Watts Home Center in LaGrange, design that feels like home. Metro Windows, State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley. Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff. And by Lawson Financial.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning